Oh, so something cool, by the way, I wanted to share with the group, like just like a small thing, but like pretty neat. If I say like Street Fighter and Shang Long, does that mean anything to any of you?
You like Street Fighter?
And Shang Long, that name specifically?
No.
Okay. It's like one of like the biggest urban legends, like specifically in fighting games, but honestly just in gaming ever. It was like a an April Fool's joke in a magazine in like 92, and it's been like a running joke ever since about like a secret character. And so with Street Fighter 6 coming up, I wanted to do a video about like the story behind that story, right? Where's this urban legend come from? And there was this person I reached out to who I thought would be a good guest. And he goes, I don't know if I personally am up for it. However, I'm friends with the guy who made that April Fool's joke in 1992. Do you want me to put you in contact with him? So if it works out schedule wise, I'll be able to talk to the guy who made the original joke. And like, I don't, this is like, I don't want to speak too highly of it, but like I may be able to tell like the definitive version of how that story happened, which would be really cool, like straight from the source.
So you got the origin of like a meme?
I don't know if, I mean, sure you can say meme, but it's like, the like, oh, you can play as Luigi in Super Mario 64. This is like that level of like legend in at least in fighting game community. And so to put that, so getting to like the person who created the original thing is like it's super cool. Like to talk to a direct source like that, as opposed to just like an interview with somebody who's like a fan and is like, yeah, that was a fun urban legend. And also, whoops, I haven't been muted this whole time, so whatever. People know what I'm working on. Whatever.
So,
Alrighty. We are in, and we're hearing some lovely Skyrim.
Oh,
Or
how's
at
my
least
hair?
that's what I
How's
clicked
my
just
hair?
now.
Is it?
It's looking all right.
It's beautiful.
Richard's winning hair game today.
You're
though, I gotta
gorgeous.
say, Richard's got a nice little poof going on there.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
dapper.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what's up? We're live. It's D&D. We're back. It's
Ooh.
bada boom. There you go.
I know it's only been
bing.
2 weeks, but it feels like a lifetime to me. So
It does.
Yeah,
forgive me
I've
if
been-
I'm a little rusty.
it's all right. I've been several states away. It kind of feels like a while for me too.
It feels like forever for me because yesterday was my first day off in like a month.
Oh, jeez.
That concert
If-
life.
Yeah.
If time is measured in trips to the bathroom, it's been about 6 months for me.
Oh, you can do a hot wing challenge?
No, just got norovirus. Not very
Oh,
fun.
right,
Aw.
right.
Yeah, that's why I was out last week. In any case, enough about that. We're back into this. I decided to drop in last month's calendar on top of this month's calendar, just if
Ah.
anybody's ever trying to piece together how long it's been since certain things happened. Who would like to recap what happened last time? I know that we went back to Holbeck and there were some discussions had, and eventually there was an arm wrestling contest.
Yes, Audra
Mhm.
totally owned in a arm wrestling contest against Mazadon.
Eked out a
Um,
win. I don't know
eked
about
out a
totally
win.
owned, but
I don't know. It was good. It looked good. Maz didn't take it great. He was a little insulted by it. But you play the game, see what you get. There was a lot of discussion. We were talking with Atlas for a bit, if I'm not mistaken, and then talking with. Oh wait,
Mhm.
that was the session before. We talked with
No,
Maz.
no, I think that session you talked with
That was
Atlas.
No,
Okay.
last time we spoke to Tamsin and
That's
Macedon.
right.
The
Oh,
time
yeah,
before
yeah.
that, we spoke to
Yeah.
Atlas.
Sorry, hold on.
So we kind of got back on the same page with some stuff. Cleared the air. What else
So,
did we do?
2 sessions ago, Atlas appeared to us and was like, "Hey, I want you to send you guys to Moltra to be the tip of the spear to stop this." And we're like, but what about Mazadon and the Big Three and the genies? And he's like, "Don't worry about it. Fine. Don't even. It's not even. Don't even. Okay."
Not a thing. Ain't
So
no thing.
then, Anwar had a freak out, and then we went down the mountain. And we got out of there, and we're like, so I guess the plan is to not steal Mazdon's genie from the temple of the Chad elephant people. And then we ran into Tamsin, and we're like, "Yo, Tamsin, we never talk. How are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm fine. Don't do anything fucking stupid, okay? Just follow orders, please. Just stay the line. Oh my god." And we're like, "Oh, I'll think about it." And she's like, "Okay, but like, all right, what was the thing? It was like, oh, but like after all this, it'll be all cool, right?" And she's like, "I didn't say that. There will be bloodshed when this is all over."
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't say that, but she did not say that.
Yeah, I think there was a question about like, do you guys like have everything in place so there's no power vacuums? And she's like, or they were like, "What am I, a miracle worker?" Like, there's gonna be power vacuums. That's a natural order of events that happens when you remove a thing of power.
But we did hear there were going to be efforts made to smooth things
Yeah,
as they go. So it's
Yeah,
not
they're gonna
like
be
it's not
smoothing
like the
things
shit's
over
gonna
with
be
her.
shit.
I think they're gonna be smoothing things over, probably with like shields and maces and
Okay.
great
sharpening
force.
things over.
That's So we're like, "Cool, let's walk with you," and we got back to Holbeck, and then so we're like, "Let's go talk to Maz, I guess." So immediately he was like, "What was this thing?" He's like, "Did you get it?" Oh, he wanted to know about the bard. He was like, "Did you get the bard?" And we're like,
He's slippery.
"Yeah, I mean, he is not with us currently."
Yeah.
He's like, "Uh-huh." We're like, "Yep." So, anyways, so what's up with Atlas? And he's like, "I don't know about this Atlas guy. He's got a genie. And you know what you guys should do? You should go and steal his genie." And everyone was like, "That's a very normal and reasonable plan. We should go forward with that plan of stealing someone's genie." And Anwar died behind everyone. And then, but we're like, we'll think about it. We'll come back. Let's put a pin in that. And then, yeah, basically we're like, "Hey, this is our plan to try and fix or help Agonazar." And he's like, "Good luck." And then we did like a bar scene party where Audra and Maz arm wrestled and then smacked each other. And then I think that's it.
Yep,
I
that's
also
pretty
did
much
reach
it.
out- I did reach out to Velisandra about like figuring out how to work with Jin. So like they're doing some research and getting in touch with people now.
Yep. And you also were looking for some magical items, and they basically say go to Riverbed. That's where their magical tailor is now.
Yeah.
So yep, those things pretty much happened, and we'll pick up with something that I wish I had thought of in the moment, but did not until after the session. I'm like, fuck. So we're gonna go back into the shortly after the arm wrestling contest. And the whole place is like, yeah! And you're going to start hearing people chant like, Big Four, Big Four, Big Four, Big Four. And Mazadon's going to look over after kind of the exchange of that he had with Audra at the end of last session and say, the people have spoken. If you wanted to join or replace someone that I know you're not exactly on good terms with, that's something we could talk about later. What do you think?
Normally Audra is able to speak, but he asked that, and Audra's just like, that goes on until somebody else says something. She's like, yeah, she's speechless about that one. Although someone like gives her a smack or somebody else speaks, she's just gonna be making that noise.
I think we all just leave. I think we all just.
All right.
I think Rain might actually give her like a little elbow, like.
Big four, four pillars like a house. Yeah, let's do that.
So after that, you guys kind of make your way back towards whatever lodging you have in Holbeck or whatever, and what you told me last time was your next move would be to go over to the Rune Knights to restock on some of your runes. Is that still the plan for what you do the following morning? Is there anything, or do you guys want to RP out kind of where your guys' headspaces are at moving forward before the next leg of your journey?
Well, first things first. Okay. Hunter's feeling okay.
Oh, is this a puke roll?
No, just a hangover roll.
Yeah, sure.
If it was a nat 1, definitely a puke roll. Pukings would have happened.
Do we have any business in Holbeck? You guys talked to like a club owner, right, or something like that?
Yeah, I was fishing around for some magical gear, and they basically said, head to Riverbed.
Okay.
That's where our guy is. He'll hook you up.
Yep, they're like, there was a guy here. Shit started getting kind of crazy here, so they're relocating their business somewhere a little more mild.
After we're done getting our runes recharged, do we have a plan of how we're getting back to Riverbed? Do we have like a ship chartered from Holbeck?
You don't have anything like that so far. There were some smaller ships that you saw when you were at the Rune Knights before, but no big ships or anything that you currently have chartered.
Like a kind of a stealable one?
I don't think we need to steal one. I think we just need to pass.
I don't know. I feel like if
yeah.
we're filling out our punch card, we steal 10 boats and the 4th one's free, or the 11th one's free.
Also, guys, we gotta find out who tried to assassinate us. We keep putting that off.
That's what I was thinking.
It's just a whole chore, you know?
I know. I'm just
Really-
like, you gotta track people down and.
Really cuts in the way of my hanging around time.
In terms of charging runes, I know Audra would like to, and that would also, at least narratively, give her a couple tips for the armor she's about to make for a few folks. How out of the way does that take us from?
It's basically on the way.
Yeah, it's basically
That's
on the
not
way
too much.
back.
Good. I didn't want that to make a problem.
No.
I think I'm the only other person who burned a rune.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
I don't know if other people did.
Yeah, no, Audra burned all 6 of hers in that thing against Maz. Well used, though.
That was the time.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you can get him right back. That was a good use of him. But yeah, the only person I think's used any is Anwar. Used one fire one.
Yeah, I know we talked about. We should probably get an idea. Let's recharge the runes. Let's get a ship back, and let's get back to just a riverbed and kind of figure out what everything we want to do before the big suicide mission starts.
Mm.
I know we gotta talk to people about who wants to come with us to go fight Fort Ultra. I think at least 2 people are not super on board with that. Audra's uncle is in coma.
Mhm.
Yep.
Chimera's alternate universe daughter is causing trouble, so I guess that's 2 things we gotta take care of. My suggestion would be go talk to the God Egg and see if we can do something there. We have we gotta figure out what we're doing with Agonazar. Anwar would like to dream to him at some point to try to talk to him. We gotta find out who's trying to kill us. If that means kicking down wherever Flash Iron Pan is holed up, like, I feel like he's our suspect number 1.
Yeah, that's where we go first.
And then what else? What else is there? Talk to Cinder. Talk to Keon. We can pick up Arantis when we're going fixing. I think we left Arantis in the woods somewhere.
Yeah, Lost Woods kind of area has Ronkin, Arantis, and is where the God Egg is.
Oh.
You guys kind of have a good linear path towards all the stuff that you want. If I just freehand it real quick, let's just give it orange. Why not?
We should get.
So there's stop by here, then go on down to Riverbed, and then you got Keon.
Are you drawing this right now?
Yeah, it'll show up once I'm
Yeah,
done.
when you're
and
done,
then, if Flash is not in Riverbed, the next best place would be to check where you last saw him, and then there's the woods and here. So it's like you've kind of got a whole line
Yeah, we have our critical
that you
path.
could go down.
I don't hate that. Do we know where forces are, like, amassing to go to Fort Ultra?
There were definitely a lot that were gathering at Holbeck. Chances are there's going to be various forces at other hot spots. Crabclaw or Riverbed could be some of them as well. But
Okay.
eventually they're going to work their way south because they want to attack beyond this purple line that's currently like
Oh, is that
Imperial lands.
what the lines are drawn? The green lines like pushing in?
Yeah, that was like somebody saying like, yeah, we'd be pushing in this way, and then one of 3 things basically could happen. One is you've got forces at Fort Ultra that will reinforce enemy lines, or the enemy lines could retreat to Fort Ultra, or they could just get the fuck out of there and go travel east. So either way, it seems like whichever of the 3 people are on board with like, yeah, we're gonna start pushing in.
Okay.
Richard Sid had I think a pretty good question there about the boats and stuff.
Where did those boats come from when they came to attack? It seemed like they came in from the north. However, they were extremely fast, so they could have potentially come from any direction and then hooked around north. So you don't have a solid idea of like their origin, but you did see them coming from the north when they were coming in.
Because I wasn't here last session. Did we have downtime at all?
We
A
traveled.
little bit.
We traveled
Okay.
most of the day, and then we talked to people, and then we kind of had some downtime towards the evening, I would say.
Oh, and I definitely I forgot to talk about this with you. Rain definitely would have, when she was in Holbeck, would have gotten to a spot where they had all the ink needed for her to do all the spells she wanted to do.
Yeah, she did specifically leave us. We were like, we should do this thing, and she's like, and
Yeah, there's a while where Rain is like, I'm off to get ink. See you guys.
I'm off to learn spells, y'all.
yeah, it was very good. Okay. So we got some recruiting. Talk to God Egg is not something I thought about. That's solid. Could be interesting.
Wait,
Well, it seems to be the meeting point of the multiverse. So
have you guys talked to the God Egg before? Is this something I missed completely? Oh, okay.
It was like a Hunter. We're going this way, and he was like, "Nah, man, God Egg."
God Egg. That's a pretty that's solid impression.
Gotcha. Uh-huh.
that was it. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yep, that was it.
But imagine if we brought Keone to the God Egg and made her touch it, something would happen.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Probably Chimera too. She's a multiversal being too. So
It's true.
and a champion of winter.
A champion of winter.
Yeah. The gods walk among us.
Maybe being a champion of winter and the cosmos is or the multiverse is too many hats. It's like a hat on a hat. I don't know.
And an Amazon Prime member.
So I guess first stop is let's get a boat and let's head to the giant fortress.
Great.
Okay. What kind of boat do you want to get? You want to get one that you can
Bezos yacht.
go yourselves, or you want to hire out a boat? What are you doing?
I kind of think having a smaller craft for us would be solid, so we're not risking other people's lives.
Agreed. Last time we had a crew, we almost got him killed. Not our fault,
also-
but we don't.
But
want
also,
to.
if those things come back and they start shooting at our boat, we're not going to get very far.
Maybe we hire one crack shot, hot shot pilot to man it, so if shit does go down, they can be running evasive maneuvers while we bust shit up.
Could Hunter do an I know a guy for a good?
I'd love
for
to.
that
I know a
potential-
guy.
Oh,
I
that
was
was me
just,
asking Richard. That was not. I don't make that decision.
I was just in that nightclub where I'm sure people would be connected and did I see any hotshot pilots?
So with the I know a guy thing, roll a general charisma roll. Just a straight charisma roll, no extra modifiers or anything else.
Great charisma. Oh, that was so close to the 20.
Oh.
Oh no. Well, it's what it is, y'all.
Yeah, I'd say you know a guy who hates your guts, but you don't know any guys on friendly terms.
I don't know what I did.
He's like a rival smuggler. You would smuggle things in with your wagon on land, and he smuggled things by sea.
Shit. I shouldn't have undercut him. I knew it. What happens?
Yep.
Well, guess we're on our own then, unless we want to hire a full crew. Does anyone have proficiencies in sea craft? Because I only have land vehicles.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can drive a cart. That's it.
I mean, we've definitely had somebody steal past when we've stolen it
That's true.
at
Who was
least
it?
once.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah,
if it was
I learned
good.
a little bit. I didn't get full proficiency, but I was learning.
Yeah, I would say that maybe you got enough to navigate along the gentle river waters, but going off in the middle of the cold bay would probably be leading you to some experiences you haven't had to deal with yet.
Rain can always, in a pinch, control water in order to not have us capsize.
That's
point.
certainly something.
I just want to throw this out there. So it says on this map that the Cold Bay from Holbeck to Riverbed is, we'll call it just 150 miles.
Yep.
So from Baltimore to New York, pretty much as the bird flies, is 190 miles. So imagine how far that drive is. A drive going 60 miles an hour,
Boats
roughly the
are
entire time.
slow.
Boats are not that fast.
No.
So, I'm in the camp of let's get a crew because we
Yeah.
are not I was I wonder how long the Chesapeake Bay is. I bet it's not 150 miles long.
Nope.
It is not, as it turns out. So
No, I think the boat it's supposed to be a 2-day journey, like going like a full 24 hours.
with like a crew,
Yeah.
that's my vote.
So getting a crew.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to go.
Like if there's a trader vessel or something that's going that way, maybe we could.
That or we hoof it.
Or
Oh,
we get water walk and we Naruto run across 150 miles.
Let's just get Atlas to teleport us to Riverbed.
I
mean-
mean, I don't want to start calling in that favor yet.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, one more level up, and we can at least be using Word of Recall a little bit, which will be helpful. All right. Well, you convinced me. I'm down for a full crew.
Cool.
Okay, somebody roll a D100 to see what kind of crew you guys can find. Or
Oh,
I guess
no.
investigation if you want to use some
I
skills.
think you got a better investigation than I do.
Who does?
I can use investigation.
Rain's
I have
got
a-
a really good investigation because
I have a
doesn't
9
she
and
have
I
that?
You have a 9?
She has that bonus D6 she can use for investigation, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like Rain would
Uh,
have worked with like pirate crews in her old job anyway.
Probably not in these parts, but
That's
And
bad.
then let's see how
But,
good of a.
you know, all of her times in acquisitions, she's
I
gotten
feel
a
like-
knack for where to look and what kind of people to get.
asked
Yeah, with a
Rain-
29, you're
I'd
able to
like to
find.
add Flash of Genius onto that. Actually. For a
Oh my
34
god,
person.
34.
You ask Rain to find a boat. She comes back with like this huge book's worth of information with each one charted out. Here's a personal biography of each member of the crew.
With a 34, I'll say that you find people that are so friendly towards you that, like, you guys, at this point, it's pretty clear you guys have a reputation. You find people who will transport you discreetly, free of charge. Just like, dude, anything for you guys. You just find a group of it's a mishmash of humans and orcs and other people, but they're like, dude, you need to go quiet. We'll take you quiet. Like, we're not gonna charge you a thing. You guys are the fucking bomb. We'll take you.
See, I thought with a 34, Rain would be like, what about that one? And it's like a sci-fi futuristic SSAM looking hover ship where it's like perfectly like from a completely different setting. It's like, yeah, let's do that one. That's a good one.
Not that good. Not reality breaking, but you do get kind of like the perfect scenario you could possibly hope for. So yeah, you are you guys are able to do that, and if you want to head off on the way, with the 34 also, like, just so happens that they're heading out later this morning. Like, you guys are fucking set.
Right.
So you guys head off, and them, you know, being big fans of yours, you say that you got to stop by over at this forge, and they're like, all right, we'll take you there. And so they take you down over to the tower where the Rune Knights are.
Hell
And
yeah.
when you get there, you are greeted very warmly and friendly. However, you notice that they are very busy at work. It looks like they're getting all sorts of weapons and armor ready to go. And just talking with them briefly, they'll explain that, like, we're on full alert. There's about to be a whole bunch of people going out. Like, we're trying to get as many weapons and armor ready to go as possible for this big battle coming up.
Damn.
While Audra and Anwar are getting their runes charged up, Anwar, since he did kind of build up a little bit of a rapport with them while he stayed there, he's going to ask them as kind of a general, like, you guys hear anything about mithril armor in the area? Looking for, I don't know, about like 5-10 amount.
Oh, yeah, you gotta find the raw material for mithril, of course. If we had some, we'd forge you something, but no, but I think there's I think there's certain pockets of mines for it somewhere. Gosh, it might be a bit out of your way though. It might be better if you can just find somebody to trade with, perhaps. Best luck in one of the big cities, I guess, if you can get the raw materials.
Just curious if you guys knew any traders or vendors or people that have worked with it in the past.
Best luck with either elves or dwarves.
Richard is as a blacksmith. Could I do an I know a guy here?
Yeah. With your connections with the Green Fist and other things, like you definitely had some raw materials coming in from time to time.
Nope. I'm with an 8.
I'll say, like, because with the I know a guy thing, it's not that you don't know them, it's that what
It's
kind of terms are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember what was his name? Was it Grogmar?
My old boss,
Yeah.
Grogmar. Yeah.
Yeah. You've heard Grogmar rumble before about like, oh, I wish I got my hands on some nice stuff and they don't give me anything. Damn frickin' Silverbeards. So you get a sense that maybe some Silverbeards have access to some nice fine metals. That's the best shot you got right now.
Okay. I'll just relay the same thing then in the conversation, just like yeah, that I've heard more or less the same stuff.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
Best of luck fighting it. If you ever get a good stash of it, please send it our way.
Yeah. Well. While we're talking, you guys haven't seen any. You guys are right here on the water. You haven't seen any like strange boats zipping by, have you? Like with no one piloting them or having sails on them?
Question: did you guys mention this at all the first time you were here? Like the whole "you guys nearly got killed" thing, or did you keep that to yourselves?
I
feel
thought
like
we did.
Would have. I feel like that would have come up.
They would just say, nope, still no sign of anything. We keep our eyes out on the waters a little bit. Can't say we're paying too much attention to that right now, but no, it feels like what you're describing we would have noted if we
Yeah, I
had
feel
seen
like you
it.
would have noticed this.
Yeah.
All
With
right.
how-
Well,
I think with how busy they are, I want to jump in to help out with like gopher shit, whether it's like moving things, passing out waters, coffees, just like helping out while they're doing their thing.
Okay. Yeah, they had a little goblin in their employ, and so he's like, come on, I'll show you what to do.
Hell yeah.
the little goblin guy that we almost blew up like 4 times.
Yeah, the guy who was just going out and offering health potions when people were downed. Yep. Yep, so all of that happens. You guys get your runes refilled. It takes the better part of I would say, probably at least between one meal to another. So if you guys got there at around, if you left early in the day, just going back to the main map. I just got there
Dropping
early in the
2
day.
rations.
Yeah, we'll say that you guys got there around lunchtime, and then it's not until about dinner time that you guys can head back out again. It's taken them a little while to get all of your runes in order. And, let's see. Yeah, given how well you rolled with the ship and everything, you guys kind of got discreetly out of there, and don't seem to be facing anything else going on.
Hell yeah.
Anything else you guys want to do between lunch and dinner time before you head back out on the open seas?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Richard. Well, Ryan, you tell me if you would want to hold off on this, but I could potentially purchase the materials that are needed to make these full plates.
On the chance we run into mithril armor.
Right, yeah, because I know that's something Anwar wants, but like in the meantime, like my plan
Yeah.
is to make full plate for Yumi and Chimera.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're asking for a legendary material, so on the off chance that we don't find it, let's still get that going.
All right, just hey man, just checking in. If you wanna hold out, if you wanna gamble on it, go for it.
Listen, I have a casual suit and I have my going out suit.
All right, so just an FYI then for the full plate folks, it's $12.50 gold a piece. That's the like cost after already having my own materials and whatever.
Okay. Basically, they'll ask like, okay, we could sell you some of this. We do have some of the raw materials for this here, but can you pay it forward, like the armor that you're not using anymore, or are you just adding this to the armor you already have? Because this is really supposed to be going towards other people right now.
I see. You don't want us depriving you of resources.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's probably better on you than anyone else, so... screw it, yeah. As long as you're reimbursing us for materials, then that's fine.
Oh, all right. Here, have a little bonus too. And I'll throw in an extra 100 gold just because I have it.
Oh, thank you very much. They're gonna
Consider that a thank you for the runes and everything else.
take that and be like, alright, well, and that'll help us on schedule too. We'll just have to explain that we're not making quite as much. Alright. With that, you guys venture back off. Through the cold bay. So yeah, I think I said a total of like a 2-day journey. It's 24 hours and everything, so it's like a rune refuel. Let's see.
Gonna burn another ration.
So, what is this? Riverbed revamp. I'm just trying to find names for everything. Okay, so yeah, starting this morning. So you'll get in like early morning, unless there's anything you guys want to be doing while you're on the seas. You do not encounter any things trying to kill you during this time.
Oh,
But is there anything that you guys want to be doing while you're on the ship?
fishing.
Rain is gonna take this time to like spend the hours transcribing this stuff into her book because now she has the inks.
Cool.
I was gonna want to go talk to Rain.
Okay.
Knock knock.
Come in.
I imagine on this 34 ship we also got all personal private rooms.
Yeah. We'll say that. Like this, it's probably just like hammocks made up for you guys in certain spots. It's not like 5-star rooms, but yeah, you each have your own spaces.
How goes the scribing to the book?
It's going well. There are good spells that we had found in the archives. And she like readjusts the lantern she's writing by. Did you need something?
Yeah. We talked about in the library, I guess, because technically all of it was the library. But the tunnel portion of said library. I think I might know of a way to help him. But I need to know more about him first. And to do that, I need to speak to him. Agonazar.
All right. Did you want to try using the dream?
Yeah, I guess I wanted to know if you... I mean, typically in stories about genies, they usually like, oh, disturbs my slumber. So, which kind of sounds like they're sleeping all the time, but maybe now's a good time since wherever he is probably, I mean, unless they're further west of us, but maybe he's sleeping. I imagine like Anwar would come in like late at, towards the evening.
I think you are quite right. Any time would work. Probably want to be on your hammock, or else
Right.
you'll just fall.
Right. I'm guessing you haven't tried anything like this before, right?
Didn't we already dream to the out of character? Didn't we already dream to Aganazar once?
We scryed on him once.
And you've spoken to him through other methods,
Yes.
which elude me at the moment, but I don't think you've ever
right.
dreamed to him.
We were assuming that he had dreamed to Anwar, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly which. Sometime when Anwar does certain things, Aganazar seems to reach out.
Yeah, like I make a fire and I like cut my hand and bleed into it, and he seems to get really excited about that. So, but was thinking we'd try it a little different this time, less cutting my hands.
Well, we haven't ever done something like this specifically, but on the upside, if it doesn't work, you'll just have a nice night's sleep.
Yeah, maybe just have like a bucket of water standing by in case like it goes bad,
You think he can overtake the dream?
I have no idea. He was very much in control the last several times. And this is not a normal person we are dreaming at. So who knows what he can or can't do.
Perhaps. Part of magic, as I'm learning, is your own influence. Especially with names and things like that. Perhaps if I inscribe his name or your name as part of the spell, I can make it stronger and give you more of a chance to be in control?
Well, I don't know if you were with us at the time, but there was for a brief period of time where I was going by his name. I think it actually strengthened our connection to one another, so maybe try that.
Okay. She's gonna cast Dream on Anwar. And let's try a Resonant Utterance with Aganazar as the name, so maybe it'll affect both of them, but with the intention that she's gonna use it with the intention of devastation, not in a terrible way, but like in a way that like, because it affects saving throws, so maybe like it'll give Anwar like more control because it would be much harder for him to counteract type thing.
Okay.
Like she's not
Alrighty.
trying to attack him or anything. Devastation's a poor name for this in this circumstance.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, Anwar, what type of dream do you try to conjure up with old Aggie?
I am going to keep it simple at first. I'm going to recreate. I imagine that like the other times we're basically in a giant version of his jar. It was kind of like dark and like kind of clay surface. Kind of recreate that.
Okay. You go ahead and do that, and you seem to catch him in a bit of a meditative state. He's still upright. In fact, if anything, it probably seems like he's kind of floating off the ground a little bit. His snake tail kind of thing barely touching the ground, but you feel a sense of weightlessness from him. And his arms are just kind of crossed. And then he looks down at you, and he waits for you to speak first.
Hey! Long time no talk.
You're too late. You didn't get to me first.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
Now someone not of my lineage holds me. And it's your fault.
I mean, you did just say, like, east. East is pretty vague as far as, like, directions go.
Did you ever go east?
I mean, in a roundabout sense, yeah, but, like, not specifically. Look, it's, listen. Also, were you being held by a demon or something? What was that?
I can't speak to what's happening outside the lamp.
Do you hear things? Do you feel things?
I certainly do feel things when something is... I can feel when I'm in possession of somebody, or when somebody's in possession of me. A demon thing, I thought it was more of a dragon. Maybe it was a dragon demon thing. I believe I was a part of a horde.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sure you'd be great in a horde of some dragon. Well, listen. It's wild. It feels like it's been a really long time since we've talked, but I've been talking about you a lot lately. Like, so you're in possession, but you don't know where you are?
Not currently, no. Do you have any clue as to where I am currently?
Where? Not really. Some order of wizards seem to have you now and are contemplating using you if this war effort doesn't go well.
Okay. We'll see how that goes.
That was, kind of my thought too.
But remember, it should be you or one of my descendants who holds me.
Yeah, listen, so real quick, while I got you here, Castle Hill, was that you or an aspect of you, or do you know what I'm talking about?
What's Castle Hill?
Oh, okay, interesting. So, real quick, Anmar's gonna and we're gonna be on the roof of the fortress in Castle Hill, where he's like that big move and just roasting everyone alive inside the little room there. So this isn't you?
So you're actually showing the image of him doing this?
Yeah.
No. I wouldn't use such weak magic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was pretty lame, the giant tornado of fire you conjured.
It just looks like he's doing a powerful burning hand, so what?
I mean, it almost killed our guy who's resistant to fire. this thing.
Okay, well, if it were me, he would have died.
Right. So,
Come at me, bro. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. Come at me, bro.
okay. So, I guess I should say we went to a place that conjured our fears, and I found what I thought was your lamp.
And this was... I'm insulted.
Listen, you were a conjuring of the person there, and you went toe to toe with the demigod there. Like, I didn't think it would work, but it worked really well. Except for the part where you went crazy and tried to kill us.
Why would I do that?
Well, you weren't super good when it came to changing game plans, mid-battle. It's a shifting board with lots of pieces. At least this version of you wasn't the most on board with hold on, let's talk it out. Let's see what their deal is.
Okay, well, I wasn't there, so I'm not going to comment much further.
My insight.
But clearly, your fears are not very accurate to my actual power.
I'll be sure to update that.
I appreciate that you fear me, though. Fear is a great form of respect.
What if I don't want to fear you?
Okay, well then, get me out of here. Then you'll have nothing to fear.
Anwar's gonna kind of recycle the background again, so we're back inside the jar. And Anwar's gonna say, "Listen, the reason I wanted to talk to you, besides seeing how you're doing and if possible where you are, is I guess you know a fair amount about me and what I've been up to, but I don't know much about you."
I'm sure much has been lost to time. What do you want to know?
Well, who were you on the outside? What did you do? Were you always and Armor's going to kind of gesture to the giant snake body, sword, fire, horns thing.
You want to know what I was like before this?
If there was, yeah.
Because we are kin, I will share with you a secret that many Jinn do not want others to know. And he's going to shapeshift down into the form of a Janazi who does not look too much different than yourself. This was my original form. You were led to believe that the Janazi come from Jinn, that you are merely part Jinn. But the truth is, the Janazi are some of the oldest peoples of the world. And the ones who create this form, and he goes back into his big form, we are but the most powerful sorcerers, infusing ourselves with elemental magic. Being connected with the weave so deeply, and the elemental energies, that we fuse with those elemental energies and achieve immortality in a way that is far less evil and corrupt than a lich would. But mark my words, Anmar. I see the trajectory you're on. You are growing more and more powerful, quite quickly. If you don't watch out, one day you will become so powerful that they will seek to bind you, as they bound me.
I've been bound a few times before. I honestly wouldn't recommend it.
You're saying that to me.
That's fair. So Genie are just people. They're just us, but ascended, evolved.
Yes.
And as a part of that process, you said it is a more perfect form of lichdom.
I'm not saying it's lichdom. I'm saying it's a better way to achieve immortality. By connecting with the elements. In which case, or in this case, fire.
Interesting. So in theory, I could achieve something similar to this? Or I guess because I'm not a sorcerer, that's not something that is in my future.
Who said you're not? You have plenty of magic yet to tap.
When you were just before you were this, what were you like? What kind of person were you?
Probably not too different from you. I was curious. I sought all sorts of magic. I sought out the moon druids who were able to transform into elementals. I sought out wisdom from the wisest of wizards. And I sought out the wisest sages who could help me unleash power deep within. And after a deep study of elemental magic, I became what I am now. But that was too powerful for some, and they saw me as a threat. So even though I used my powers for the benefit of my people, others sought to tame me and bind me. Now, I'm trapped.
Can I ask, what were you looking... Why were you looking for power?
Why does anyone look for power? Because power is freedom. Power is liberty. Power is the ability to do what you want to do. Protect the people you want to protect. Control what you want to control.
Anwar is going to kind of shift the world again, and this time we're inside the town square of Riverbed, where like people are just kind of walking around, going about their business, conducting just like a normal, typical day.
Okay.
I ask because the reason I built my suit and the reason I fight is for these people, for my friends, but also my family. I grew up not very strong, not very dexterous, in a very oppressive world. My options were limited on how I could help. So I wanted to build a suit that would let me cover up those weaknesses, to help others, to make other lives easier. You said protecting people. Was there someone you were looking to protect back then?
Well, the people I wanted to protect are long, long gone. But at one point, I too had a family, and I had friends, and I had a people, I had a nation. And you were one of the few that remain.
That's why I'm talking to you, Agonazar. In the coming days, there will be a fight. Probably multiple fights. And there is a good chance that you will rejoin us. But I'm afraid that the result will leave many dead, including potentially yourself. And I don't want that to happen.
And are you hoping that I can do something about it in here? You need to find me so I can do something to help you.
I'm just saying there are many of those that have written you to your fate. That you were a tool, a weapon to be used at the whims of others. We are some of the last people of our kind. And we could be forgotten, undone very easily. But I don't want that to happen. I want your story told and remembered. And I hope that one day you can join us here. And Anwar's going to kind of gesture out to the town. It's like, it's modest and meager. But it's a lot better than being trapped in a jar. Or dead.
Well, then you best get to work. And just for the sake of everyone's time, I think.
Yeah.
I think it'll probably be that's about what he's got to say at this point.
Yeah, if he wants to kick me out of the dream, I feel like he has the right to.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna give kind of a slam the door, like, then get to bloody work. And just in a big flame of inferno, you just kind of get washed away with fire, and then you kind of snap back to being awake.
Am I good? Am I good? Blood? No? Nothing on fire?
Maybe you're running a 2-degree fever, but not enough that's really gonna affect you.
That was helpful. And Almar's going to tell Rain everything he learned.
That's a lot.
Right?
So, what do we do then?
Well, he answered one very important question. Is that he wasn't always that, which I think gives me an in. To remind him of a world that was before. I'll need to think on it more, but I think I might have an idea of what to do.
It would also pay to visit Inga to see if she can teach me how to do the mind walk.
Yeah, definitely.
Who is also on the little orange linear path.
Richard, you didn't have to make this whole map. You didn't have to make this whole world. We're just going on this one little strip of land.
Yep,
Back and forth for 3 years.
Yep.
We did the thing where we planned which side quests we're gonna tackle on the way.
Yep.
Got like a whole Leshe module. There's like, maybe someday, friend. Put some incinerator.
Leshe is out there. You've never defeated her.
Let's go to her house and I'll cold enough cold that bitch and we'll be done with her.
I'm down.
Joke's on you. I scale with your level, bitch.
No!
She's just been working out.
Yep.
You've come to see me again. Just fucking oxen.
That's all I got. If you want to skip ahead.
Alrighty. Anybody else got anything about what they want to do on the ship before getting back into town?
Toil, toil, boiling bowl. It's about time that I get swole. Sorry.
They're actually just protein shakes.
What else in the boat? I'm just fishing. Hunter's just fishing.
Alrighty. Kamira and Audra, what have you two been up to during this time period? Just curious.
Knitting.
You want to knit while Hunter's fishing?
Sure.
You can watch me drink.
Just quietly, just like, you know what? Times were easy once. Just knitting away.
Yep.
Now I'm an ice champion and my daughter is in trouble.
You know,
And I
used
kind
to-
of got threatened by the big, like one of the big three, but not really. It's a mess. It's weird.
Well, yeah, I kind of, I always wanted to see the world, but like, this ain't it, right?
No,
So
I
we,
think
like-
this is just this bay.
If we don't die, like, how do you want to retire?
Promptly.
He spit takes.
And Richard, I'm gonna say, Audra's she's sketching out, planning out the designs for these armors. You know, she's making the three of them, and she wants them to be, like special for the three of them, including symbols or various adornments that are appropriate for each of them, you know?
Yep. Alrighty, so you guys do that during 2 days of travel, and early in the morning,
Early in the morning.
you hear some of the crew just kind of like be like, "Hey, we're here. Wake up!
Y'all, you can't do that. That ain't.
You
how
needed
it
to roll a
works.
35 to get breakfast on the final day. Get out!"
35 on what?
My
On the investigation, he only got a 34.
No.
You peasant.
What's Rain even
God
good
damn it,
for?
Rain.
God.
Did you get such a shitty boat?
You know,
It's not even a boat, it's a barge. It's just
We're like
floating.
we're at the like continental breakfast. Like these eggs are runny, Rain. Come on.
So you're able to get on into town. Where do you guys go first when you're back into
Oh
Riverbed?
god, we could probably go find Ember or Cinder.
Yeah, we need to do that.
I'm gonna check in with Paul and get a shower.
yeah, definitely check in with your family. Is anybody else's families in Riverbed, or are they?
Yeah, Anwar and Adra's
Yeah,
are
Audra's
in.
mom's here. The uncle.
Yep.
my
Andra,
uncle...
I need a message favor just to tell somebody that I'm back in the vicinity and should be heading that way eventually.
Okay.
if that's cool.
Are you having
point.
Audra do a booty call for you?
No, it was probably just gonna be like, hey, we're back.
Okay.
Heading that way probably tomorrow or something. But
And
also
it's
not
promptly
back
3
back.
a.m.
Yeah, but also
Yeah.
not back because we're
Who
kind of probably
why are
leaving.
you waking me up?
who
at
are
3
you
a.m.
who
for
are
a
you sending
message?
to?
Oh fuck. I thought it was just gonna be ironed out like outside of roleplay, but then you're like you kicked me out of the house and it was like, oh, this is weird. So yeah, we can stick with Luke Kilizog, I guess. And just hope he's around. Or maybe my daughter. No, probably Luke, because she might be I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what's going on over there. It's
Okay.
fine.
And Richard, I don't remember where's my uncle? Is he still at the facility? I don't remember where we actually.
Yeah, he's still at
Okay.
the kind of
right.
resting hospital place
'Cause
or
we're
whatever.
gonna take the ritual to him. Is the plan when Saoirse's ready, right?
I think so.
That's the move. Okay.
So you message Luke Kilizog and he'll message back. You should probably tell their father that
So
I
she wasn't
haven't.
lying.
I haven't been part of the family for a while.
Word.
Any follow up, Kamira?
Tell the small boy. Don't do that. Don't message the kid. Yeah, if you want to tell Gregor.
Are you doing another sending to Gregor?
If you have available spell slots, I wouldn't.
Yeah, we just got into town.
terribly
I
mind.
got everything.
I try not to ask for it like while we're moving around because aside from being like, "Hey, we almost died today," I ain't got shit.
I gotcha. Now, for right now, I'm your cell phone.
Okay. So you message Gregor that, and he'll just say like, "Well, okay, we'll be here."
I love that picture so much.
I know it's so good. The moon thing.
I've never seen that before. That's amazing.
It's so funny.
Really?
The real caption.
Yes.
In the real caption, he is actually talking to Dracula, right? Like, I know the
Oh.
words have been changed, but it's like
I
weird-
really wish that was real.
it's weirdly close, if I remember correctly, to the real caption.
Oh man.
All right. So she messages that, and that's what he says, kind of short and to the point. Let's see, Hunter. You go over to Pa over in the big town area, and let's see. I think you'll see Paw in a meeting with various people, including let's see. So you'd have him. I think he had another advisor person he had with him. Let's see if I still have that. What's this called? Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. So you've got Chief Caleb, and you've got Terry is somebody that he brought in that he trusted, and then also you would see Igor the Bastard as well, who was one of the people who lost out in that election, but has pledged himself to be an advisor, and then maybe a couple other people that you don't really recognize, but they all seem like they're just fairly fancy. And they're just kind of a round table, and I think your father said, like, "Oh, we weren't expecting you. Hey, how you doing, kid? Come on over here. Give her dad a hug."
Yeah, still alive. Good to see you, Paul. Big old bear hug.
Yeah, I think that other people would be like, "Oh, we weren't expecting you. Please, we'll excuse ourselves. We're wrapping up here anyway," and they will kind of scuffle off. And so yeah, Caleb will. Is there anything you wanted to RP out, or you just kind of want a TLDR? What do you want to do?
I'm just touching base, kind of letting him know what all happened, what's been going on.
Yeah, he'll mention that lots of people are starting to gather in that area. For in Riverbed, people are gathering in Riverbed. Lots of warriors, things like that. And it'll also be like, yeah, the whole gang is here as far as your old friends in the good old tsunami. So if you want to pay any of them a visit, I think they're over at the Cloverleaf.
Oh hell yeah!
But yeah, got a whole lot of people coming in for this this big old fight that's gonna go down soon.
Right on. Yeah, is my my wagon still in the?
Hell yeah, Tucker's got it.
All right. What's Tucker been doing with it?
You using it? I don't know.
Oh goodness gracious! He better be taking care of it. Better be. Anyway, I'm sorry. How's this desk laugh treating you?
I fucking hate it.
I knew you would. You're gonna do great though.
Yeah, when's this term up?
Oh, let's see. You've only been doing this for a week, bud. You got another 2 years.
Let's see, the peace talks were about a month ago.
Yeah, I'm messing with you, bud.
Oh god, though, it ain't enough time yet.
Now, if you find someone suitable to replace you, I'm sure you can do something.
I don't know, this whole town's a dang, like, everybody's on eggshells, and it seems like nothing really settled yet. I don't know what the hell's gonna become of this town. I think things will really shake up after this next big fight. If the Empire finally leaves for good, maybe things will settle down. I don't know which way, though. Glad I got my gun.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do what we can to make things right.
And if the gun don't work, I got my shovel.
I don't know what kind of threat that is, but it shook me.
I hit people with it. That's what I do.
God, okay. Counters one single wild hog. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, from there on, I'll just catch him up on what we've been doing. I will kind of maybe get a feel for if Poe has been acting okay, and what he feels, his gut reaction about Mavs.
Yeah, Maz is like, he seems to like him just fine. Seems like he's another one kind of like connected with the nature and the farming and all that stuff. Is like, the Loxodon are hardy but seem like good folk all in all. but they're kind of scary too.
Damn. What do you think about Lowpaw?
That guy's fucking nuts.
Right, right. Now, if there was someone to replace him, do you think like how do you think Audra would do replacing Lowpaw?
The Audra we know?
Yeah, the Audra we know.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, they got a point that they got some ancestral rights to that land, but there's gotta be a better orc in that tribe.
Yeah, Lowpaw's a little rough.
Yeah. I don't know about Audra replacing him in that town.
Tell you what, Paul. If you're a little bored, see if you can feel out some other people that Lowpaw work with who would be a suitable replacement, like a nice level-headed person.
Oh god, we doing a game of chairs thing.
No, nothing like that.
Because I don't really play that game. Because once you start playing that game, you either win or you die. You know.
Man, I just want you to figure out who's the best people we should be talking to if we want to make things move and happen. Because Lowpaw ain't the person to talk to. Maybe he's a fine figurehead, but like, I need to talk to the people that are turning the gears. You know what I mean?
Well, shit, I'll do my best, but you know I ain't cut out for this shit.
You stay safe and just keep working with Poe, man. Poe will guide you straight.
Poe's been up north for a while, but
Well,
if
shit.
I see him again,
All right.
I got Terry. He's pretty good.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go home and take a bath. Anything I
Alrighty.
should know?
All right, Till Tucker, say hi.
Will do. Is he in my room? He's probably in my room. God damn it. All right, that's fine.
Alrighty, so we had that check-in. Anybody else wanting to do anything in Riverbed? I know you got some shopping that you want to do in Riverbed. Has anybody else got Riverbed stuff?
Did we want to go see Cinder?
Oh
or
yeah,
does
Cinder's
Anwar
also
wanna go
said
see
he'd meet you here
Cinder,
somewhere.
Or...
Is he in the city here? I thought he was
I
like
think
on the
he's
outskirts.
out, like
He's
just
on the outskirts, but I think he's waiting for you guys to be like, "Hey, we're here."
Could we do? This is open to everyone. Could we do the Flash Iron Pan visit
Please.
first?
And then
Does anyone not want to be a part of that? Yeah, I figured.
He tried to kill all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Richard, Audra would like checking on her mom. We don't have to RP it, but just just make sure she's all good. But I'm ready for a dwarf beatdown.
Okay. You would ask around for a while, look through Smith Row, look for other areas. And apparently Flash Iron Pan is not to be found. The word is that he went back over to where the Silverbeards are.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Hmm.
Well, pull up the world map.
Let's find his office. Oh, I
It's-
can break into his
it-
office. I'm a
We
I
rogue.
was gonna say it's already on the orange line to
Where is this?
What about his local office?
over here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He doesn't have a local office. He tried to get one, and Anwar's like, no.
No.
It was a I wouldn't say hostile takeover, but it was a takeover of his place. He was thrown out of town. What do you want from me?
We had our own little mini Succession moment going.
I don't want anything from you. You've given
I
enough.
imagine during your search you do go over to the Marwan factory though.
Yeah.
And you'll see your mother working the front counter area, and your father in the back, and they'll be doing a bit of complaining that people are really hounding them, being like, "You should be making weapons, you should be making armor," and they're like, "We don't do that stuff." And they'd also say like, thanks to Caleb, we're keeping our autonomy, but like we've got other people who are kind of pressing like kind of hard that we should be doing our part to step up for this big battle.
Well, if they give you a hard time, tell them that I and the rest of the STEM Guardians are going to be carrying more than our fair share of this effort. So I care for all of us.
It's not just gonna be you, and your father's gonna take you aside and say, I am a bit worried that your sister may be going into some danger. It seems like she wants to do her part as well, and she seems that she may be going back to this madam person. She didn't even give us a chance to refuse. She left a note. And now I am concerned, and I am not sure where she is.
Okay, well, I could talk to Audrey. We could send to her and see what she's doing. But,
That would be great.
what did the note say?
It said that she couldn't stand by while there were things to do, and she mentioned that she was reconnecting with the friends she had made in Crabclaw.
I mean, I'd be a hypocrite if I say we all want to serve in our own way. But I guess it's whatever people are comfortable with and feel like doing. Couple things, Dad. Do you still have that suit we acquired from the first time we went to Moltra?
Yes.
Is it still?
I've hidden it well. I know that other people would want it for their own purposes.
Yes. I think we might have a use for it soon. Still here. It's going to be tricky to work out the details because there's going to be parts where you can't tell me. And I think you might need Pa's help with this as well. But there's a non-zero chance that we might be acquiring a very powerful artifact that needs to be hidden somewhere here. And I think the best way to hide it is right next to that suit with its very particular set of eyes.
Okay, well, you can count on me. I've got a spot, and he'll just like press a wall, and then like he kind of opens up to a little Dexter's Lab thing. You got like a whole.
Dad, you can't
with
show me because the guy can read minds. You can't
No,
tell me. Second thing, speaking of family, so there's a guy somewhere out in the woods. His name is Cinder. He's really nice. He has the blended memory of a Fire Genasi rogue and myself, and is having a bit of an identity crisis. So, kind of like a brother to me in that he's kind of like me. He is currently homeless, and we're going to go and pick him up and try and get him some help. But maybe if he could get a job here at some point, it's complicated, but he could really use a good home.
He kind of stares at you blankly for a second. Is like, Anwar, what do you keep on getting yourself into?
Listen, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. But I did convince him he wasn't who he thought he was. So I mean, it is a little bit me.
Can you trust this person?
I think so. I think I was really afraid the next time I would talk to him, he would be back who he was, or rather who he wasn't. But I think now that he knows he is free, he wants to stay that way as much as possible. And I'm hoping his experience and information will be invaluable to us. But that will be partially convincing him to go back to the only place he never wants to go ever again. So it's...
Well, if you trust him, I will trust him.
Yeah. I think he's just a little lost and could use some help.
Well, then, if he needs a home, he has a home.
Thank you, Dad.
He can stay in either your room or your sister's room. Neither of you use it anymore.
Yeah. That's gonna be weird. Because he's kind of me, he's kind of not me, and We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I'm sure it's gonna be not weird at all.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. Anybody else got anything they're wanting to do in Riverbed? So Audra is seeing her mom. And Hunter, you wanted to buy some stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you'll go over and eventually you see a new place. Actually, not like it's probably like just a store or two down from the Marwans. Just like there was Smith Row, there's starting to kind of be a Tinkerer's Row.
Cool.
And so yeah, just like a couple doors down, you've got a place called the Tinker Tailors. And when you go inside, you see a very familiar aesthetic. This is very much like the bootlickers. When you go inside the store and everything, and then you see there's a kind of younger person up front at the counter. You got just kind of this big bugbear fellow just kind of like chilling at a corner, just kind of biting his nails, and then smoking on a cigar. And then you've also got a little gnome guy in the back who's just kind of peeking out like, "Who's there?"
Oh, hey. Checking in. I was sent your way. And I'll drop the contact name because I don't know if I ever grabbed that.
Oh, that was probably from your walrus dude.
Oh.
Was it Walther? Yeah, Walther.
Hey, Walther sent me? Well, yeah, may as well. I'm looking for some exotic items that you may be able to help me out with.
First guy up front at the counter with the big glasses just goes, okay then, you want some exotic items, what do you want?
Well, need some new, stronger digs, if possible, and I need some easy access storage for more stuff than I should be able to carry. Those are the two big ones. But I can also browse.
And for a guy like you, I take it you want to look good while you're doing it.
Oh, please, come on. You know it.
I think I got just the thing for you. Let's see, looking up your size. Okay, I know what you are. Hold on. He's going to go in the back. He's going to pull out. Now this here, what we call glamored studded leather. This thing will protect you better than anything, and it can switch up the way it looks, so you're always looking the way you want. Now, if you wanted modifications, like you want some like little extra dimensional pockets and stuff like that, that's going to cost you a little bit extra.
How much extra are you talking about?
Well, it depends on the size of the pocket you're trying to. Do you want like little coat pockets? You want like a big sleeve inside your coat? What kind of storage we're talking about here? Because the size of the dimensional rift that we would need to create kind of depends on the cost here. So you're talking about little pockets? You're talking about big pockets?
I don't know. Like, can we take the whole side here from pit to hip?
Okay, here's what's gonna be, right? Call it 2,000 for the standard package for that glamour studded leather. Now, if you want something on top of that, you want that stitching in there, it's gonna be an extra 100 gold per inch.
Charged by the inch, huh?
Charged by the inch, that's right.
Okay for the glamour.
If you wanted it to be a standard, what do you call it? Bag of holding, I think that's a 2-foot diameter? I think it's a 24-inch diameter.
That's 4,000.
That'd be a total of 4,400 if you wanted the full.
Oh my goodness, you're draining me.
Well, you don't need all those inches necessarily.
Oh, I do. Bit of a size queen over here. That was inappropriate. I'm just shy of that.
All right, what's your best offer?
I can do 43.
43?
I was hoping to have a little extra money to help liberate the world, but you know, it's fine too.
All right, fine. 43.
43. All right.
All right. Why don't you give us a to add in this modification here with this extra dimensional rift? Oh gosh. How's one day?
Just one sec. Hey DM, how long are we gonna be in this town?
I don't know. I think you guys want to move on fairly soon.
Yeah.
Do we have like a day, day and a half?
If you want
back.
to, it's up to you guys.
Tell you what, I can give you a day, but it's got to be a quick day. You know what I mean? Anything I can do to help move things along?
Well, you caught us in the morning. Guess we could get it to you first thing in the morning tomorrow. We'll pull an all-nighter, but we want it up front if that's what you're doing.
All right. How about that in a case of whiskey?
Sold.
Well, pumpkin brandy. Yeah. All right.
You got yourself a deal, my friend.
All right.
Oh, and if we needed a little help with regulation from good old Caleb Valentine, you'd be willing to put in a good word, right?
How do you mean? Elaborate.
I mean, if we're gonna go all this extra way, cut you a little bit of a deal, give you, extra speedy time on this. If we're spending a whole night here, listen, we're gonna be firing on all cylinders, and my pops, he's kind of old at this point. So, every once in a while, there's just little, people wanting to be doing their safety checks and all sorts of, people kind of coming in the store as they go. We'd really like just, big old chief people kind of off our back. So, you just, if there's anything that comes up, you just put in a good word, right? If anybody complains about certain odors or smells coming from some of the magic that we're doing, maybe that is just kind of look the other way.
Insight?
Go for it.
Does he mean by that? Can I roll thieves' cant?
It's not so much a thieves' cant thing.
It's asking you to become a lobbyist.
Oh no!
Yeah, it sounds like they kind of got it. It's just basically you're definitely picking up on a little bit of a gangster element to it. Like, hey, come on, we kind of want people off our backs. Sometimes you're doing a little bit of magical experiments. Things go boom, things go pu, and we just don't need people knocking doors asking questions. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
All right, counter to that. Yes, and play a little improv with you. Yes, and some things happen, and you got some extra shit that can help out with the resistance and help to support this fine local governance we have. Maybe you help them out.
Yeah, we're scratching each other's backs, and I see, like, we can't all profit and benefit a little. What are friends for,
In a world with this many lies, it takes a couple hands to scratch backs.
That's right. Well, welcome to the family.
Oh,
It's been good doing business with you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, where's that? Oh shit, we need to send 5,000 gold's worth of diamonds to the other bootlickers?
We?
Yeah, we all. Well, how many of us were in that room?
You.
You.
It wasn't just me.
It was
It
you.
was not just me. Was it just
was you.
me?
It was 100% just
you.
you, dude.
Damn it.
But
We'll see.
also, if we want to start splitting hairs, I don't think this is Nora's diamonds that we have.
Yeah,
Which is
that is
where
very
they
true.
sent
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if they get the same dollar amount.
I
back,
will
you
say,
can
I think
do it,
each of
but-
you
I am
like
sending the money that wasn't theirs. It's mine.
a big chunk
Fair.
of what you have though is in diamonds, and so when you give them up front 2,000 gold worth of diamonds, then you'll be like, oh hey, by the way, looks like you got yourself a good amount of diamonds there. Have you
I
found
knew it.
something for my friend
I
over
knew it.
in what you call it? Over at the Bootlickers? It's a cousin of mine, you know? We talk.
Going to adopt that. Well, I'm gonna have to roll a deception here, but well, there's good news and bad news. Found the Good news, found the dragon that's keeping it. Bad news is it's under the dragon that's keeping it.
Okay. I guess you could technically make a persuasion. It's not there is 5,000 of it underneath the dragon. That is true.
Yeah, but I have advantage on deception checks, so I'm gonna choose that.
Okay, so you're kind of trying to hide that
Because we
that
definitely
the other 5,000 is
took-
with Nora and you could have
we
gotten
took
it.
that bag. Yeah, we took that bag from Nora.
All right, so roll deception to kind of hide the truth that you're giving there.
There it is.
Ooh.
Where'd you see this dragon is? At least we know where it is.
I'll bust out the map and show him. Now, trying to adopt the voice again. Now, I've been talking to a master thief. We're gonna figure out a way to hit this, because honestly, that money could do some good. So there should be enough to take your cut out and benefit the rest of us. So we're gonna put work into it.
Alrighty then.
But hey, if you know some muscle that might want to help kill an ice dragon, you let me know.
They look up to the bugbear. He's like, nah, that ain't me.
Fair enough. Well, now that I'm broke, been good talking. Farewell.
We'll see you tomorrow.
So you're pocketing the diamonds that we were supposed to give back to the mob.
Hmm? No, he's.
No, that's included in my portion of those diamonds are included in what I'm spending to the mob. It's a little worse than what you're saying. Like, oh yeah, that wallet I'm supposed to get? Nah, I haven't heard of it, but here's some money from it. That and here's the wallet. My half of the wallet there.
I
Didn't you
can't
just
wait
say
till
that
when we
you're
reference
watching
this.
Better Call Saul? Is that you who's been saying that?
Listen,
That's some
Hunter-
vibes.
Hunter is
The
gonna do
guy
this.
with the big glasses is gonna like put on some like extra heavy glasses that like you could like zoom way in on. And he's like analyzing the diamond. He's like, yeah, these ain't the same ones. All right.
What the fuck?
I can't wait till a later session when it's like, guys, remember when we ripped off the mob? We all did that. Remember, it was a group activity.
Listen,
You
man.
were there. You were like, let's do it.
Hunter might not be the smartest, but he is the smoothest. So that's
So far,
what we got.
I'm the creamy peanut butter.
Listen, I just think it's funny that it's like you
Rain,
have
also
advantage on
very smooth, salty
deception.
cream
You
peanut.
never need advantage on deception. You have it 99.9% of the
right?
time.
Oh, but it's
without
that
advantage.
0.1. It's that 0.1 that fucks us, and it does not
28
fit.
or a 31.
Real quick on the subject of diamonds, though, Ryan, what's in the ring of spell storing right now?
Mine?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the only one we have, yeah.
Revivify and healing word.
Oh, there's already revivify in there. Okay, cool.
Unless you put another one in there. I
Well,
think we used one. I think we used one on
Yeah.
Chimera's kid.
Yeah, so I need
Yeah.
I need to refill it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, consider that refilled. I'm gonna take it out of my.
Okay.
Do you need to put the material component in for it?
Yeah,
I think
because
so.
revivify consumes the diamond, so the thought for me was the ring is essentially absorbing the diamond.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you could just use magic items like that to circumvent
Yeah.
any kind of material cost.
Well,
Yeah.
or it would be like the diamond is not consumed until you cast from the ring, but that's just weird. Like, I think it makes more sense to say that the ring absorbs the diamond ahead of time.
Whatever works.
Yeah. Either way, that's consider it stored again. Well, I marked
Okay.
it.
Kamira, you kept on talking about wanting bombs. It sounds like if Hunter had relayed some stuff going on, he would mention that the Resistance was in town, including
Bomb rat?
probably the rat guy.
To say, I already know the guy because I bought the 2 from him initially.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. How much are bombs, friend?
Can I play Bomb Rat in a later campaign?
I don't recall how much I charged you the last time. Shit.
Honestly, that
Sounds
might
like it's
have
free.
been a freebie because we were going in after some missing kids that time.
Let's see. Do you want to make a persuasion check to see if you can get him a couple more for free?
LOL, sure.
If he's given them to you for free before, then there's a chance he will again.
I will blow up so many things, but in like the name of good.
Famous last words.
Cool.
Be late. Listen, we're all about to go in, and I kind of need all the bombs I got right now. Okay. Tell you what, I'll give you one bomb if you
Sure.
give me a really damn good story about how you use the last ones.
Oh, that's a deal. Yeah, that's a good fucking deal for a 10, homie.
And also, did you save the fucking kids?
Oh dear. Listen how this went. I will tell him the story of how we navigated through those tunnels, found our like worst possible fears, like managed to work our way into the castle with the aid of the bombs, and how like literally everything was falling apart around us on our way out. I'm not gonna mention the genie melting stuff because we don't need that particular detail, but the building itself was collapsing around us, kind of a feel, and we couldn't get all the kids because the building.
That's a damn good story. You want a sticky bomb, or you want the other kind of bomb?
What's the other kind of bomb?
I don't remember. Do you remember? I gave
One
you
of
two different
them
kinds of
was
bombs.
Wood, and it was like kind of like one of
Oh,
those...
one was the shrapnel kind of thing, and
Yeah.
the other was more like alchemist fire kind
Yeah.
of boom.
Ask him
Alright,
how
wait.
many of his bombs he wants responsible for fucking up Fort Maltra.
That's a good one. How much? I kind of really like the shrapnel one for crowd control, but I don't feel like we're gonna be running into crowds. So I think I'll take the alchemist firebomb.
Alrighty then.
Tight.
He goes, just tosses it over to you.
I try to catch it.
Alright. Alright, yeah, kind of shocked, but then quickly you got it. And then eventually last night, hey, so you guys have been around quite a bit, right? We're
Little
still
bit.
looking for one of ours. One of ours is still
Mhm.
missing. You heard any word about him at all?
The orc, right?
No, our tiefling friend, the monk.
Oh, the monk.
He's part of the Moltra
Yes.
group, right?
Yes, but I don't know if I want to explicitly say that we got him body snatched away.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was just asking for my own.
Yeah. He's.
I don't know if we got him. Did we get him? Is that on us?
I mean, we ended up
No, that's
befriending-
not
Richard, is that on
us.
us?
No. We ended up befriending the squid, and the squid was like, "I want another," and so he went out and took people that kind of resembled and or were similar to us.
That's not our fault though. It's like
No.
when you have like a kind of weird neighbor and you're like, hey, yeah, sure, I'll help you build a chair, and then he wipes out the entire forest in his backyard. He's like,
Making
I started a
chairs.
construction business. It's like that's not us.
No, but it's kind of like kind of linked to us a little bit. It's not our fault per se, but it's kind of our fault a little bit. I feel.
No, it's
I
not.
feel,
No,
like, a
don't put
little
that
bit.
on us.
Listen,
Like
I
we
think
were
that's
really
on
good
Cerebro.
pets.
He was like, they have to be the exact races, and it's like, really, sir? I don't understand why. He's like, they have to be the exact biological makeup. It's the only way this
They're
works.
my friends.
I am.
Okay. Not gonna inquire on that.
I haven't actually. I don't know where he would have gone. Because I don't know where he is right now.
All right, I'll give that to you. Well, if you hear anything, let me know, okay?
Of course. Maybe we'll find him soon. With all of this happening, I mean, things are bound to work out, right?
Sure. If you say
Sure.
so. I wish I had your confidence.
Not so much saying, so much as hoping, I suppose.
That's nice to see you still have hope. I remember those days. Oh, that was nice.
It's dwindling! I take the bomb and I turn to go.
It's like, I don't have hope anymore. What I do have are bombs!
That's fair. That's a good idea, to be honest. I'm putting back in my inventory. I have one bomb.
Alrighty. So you got all of that. Alrighty. So, what do you guys do now?
Oh, can I, while we're looking for stuff, can I inquire around with Bjorn and the Marwans about any mithril?
Sure, yeah. You can go check in with Bjorn and his cousin who's back in town. They are heavier work on building some resistance gear. And eventually they'll say, like, oh, you're gonna fucking hate it. It's the damn Silverbeards are the ones. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
mate, but it's the damn Silverbeards. They're the ones that got what you want. They don't mind it themselves, but they've been trading for it for years.
Oh, looks like we're going that way anyways. Hey, speaking of, you haven't seen Flash Ironpan recently. I heard he was headed back there a little while ago. Do you know exactly when that happened, did you? Do you?
Gosh, he was causing some mischief around here, just trying to drum up business, but nobody would have anything of it. No one really likes him in this town.
Yeah, I think he tried to have us assassinated with his gadgets.
No shit.
I mean, it was definitely his, but like, I guess someone could have bought them off him, but it sounds like if no one's buying from him, it sounds very likely that he just tried to kill us on the open water.
Well, holy crap. I guess you gotta follow up on that.
I know, I really gotta follow up on that. We really gotta follow up on that. Okay, well, hey, listen, Bjorn, in the coming days, before, all this stuff goes down, there's a shot. I might need your help looking after something, at least until I can get back.
Speaking of, do you ever find good person for them shields?
I did. I gave, well, first of all, two in a way.
Really good on the boat.
They became very useful from, speaking of boats, patching a hole and not letting us die on freezing cold water. So that was pretty good. And then
Not the way I was planning on having to protect someone, but hey, if shields are protecting, that's all that matters.
It protected a lot of people that day, honestly. So, in a way. But then we met some Goliaths to the north. And we had a sparring match with them, and they fixed them up and are currently working with us. And I gave one of the spike shields to them, their leader. Very,
Okay. So you still got the other one?
I do still have the other one, yes.
Well, can I have it back?
Sure. Yep. I guess you want to put it to use, right?
Yeah?
Then it's yours.
Cool. Thank you. He's gonna take it back.
I've been looking for people. worthy
Oh,
of your
sweet
stuff.
metal. I knew that we'd be reunited someday.
I know it was a big deal to take apart your spiky, armor. So, but I've been looking for worthy hosts, people to carry them.
And you found half of one. Good job.
It's been rough out there, honestly. There's a lot of shady people out there. So the fact I found one is pretty good.
Yeah.
But happy to give yours back. So
Alrighty then. Well, it's all coming down to this pretty soon, I think.
yeah, it feels like just not that long ago that I was hawking wares up there in the boat district, and now
Less
I'm-
than a year ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems not right. Seems longer.
Seems much longer. Seems like 2 or 3 years.
But
But in any case, best of luck to you. Don't get yourself killed.
as always, I'll do my best.
Alrighty. Anything else for anybody in Riverbed? I guess the Cinder thing is just outside of Riverbed, unless you want to message him while you're in Riverbed.
I mean, we were gonna go out and get him, but I imagine we were gonna bring him back here. So if Audra wants to spend a sending to say like,
Sure.
um,
Isn't just outside of Riverbed the song from Pocahontas?
Just around the riverbed.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Yo, Ember, you up?
Oh, yes, I am. Are you in town?
I would say more in the
Okay.
song. I was just making a
All right.
joke.
So you say more, he says more, and he'll enter into town. I think you find a spot to arrange to meet, and then
imagine we
yeah.
bring him over to the Marwan shop, Marwan's Miracles and Marbles.
okay. Yeah, you bring him over there, and he's wearing kind of a mixture of leathers with some metallic armor, shoulder pads, and other kind of like very strategically placed metal armor in combination with leathers and a hood that gives kind of a sand desert kind of feel to it, and you get the sense that it's almost Assassin's Creed, like how he kind of blends in, because once somebody looks at him, gets kind of a sense of fire genasi, people are like, oh, that's a little weird, but seems to fit his culture, whatever. So people don't pay him much mind. So despite the fact that he looks different than everybody, he just can kind of slink through town fairly easily. And eventually he comes and finds you. Hey, there you are.
Cinder, look at you on the outside. How's it going? Hunter, we're good. We're good. He's with us.
Feeling free.
Yeah. So this is home, yes, kind of.
It is so weird seeing all of you together. It's almost like looking in a distorted mirror, almost. Just thinking of who I left behind.
Right. How are you feeling about that?
Conflicted, but I had to get out of there. I couldn't take them with me. It is what it
Totally
is.
understand. It is what it is. And it's not like we can go back there and rescue them or anything like that.
Yeah, I'll just have to live with the survivor's guilt.
But here's the
Can I
thing.
insight check him real quick, just as they're chatting. Can I just like, is he being honest?
Go for it.
Is he being truthful? I know it's not gonna matter much unless I do this to every freaking sentence, but how does it feel right now? Not good. Cool. 10 again. God fuck.
Hard to get a read on him, because, yeah, you're thinking, like, dude, this guy's been altered by Cerebro. He could be totally legit. He could be totally not. You have no fucking idea.
Can I use the
refresh him.
wand of detect magic just to make sure he's not like mind reading detect thoughts stuff?
Sure.
Cool.
So you do a detect magic, and there are various parts of his suit that kind of glow He's definitely got magical items and stuff, and there is a thing around his head that's also looks like it's probably underneath his hood, but there's something on his head that's lighting up. You're not getting any divination magic, though. Nothing that would ping detect thoughts. It looks like a bunch of other random artificer stuff. You probably get a ping of a number of different things. The thing around his head would be abjuration. There'd probably be a combination of evocation, illusion, potential stuff, like a very similar thing than how you see pinging with Anwar when you detect him in his suit.
Okay.
So,
Now that we're finally here together, where do we go from here?
well, I spoke to my folks already and kind of primed them on your unusual existence, but as Miss Kamir will tell you, we've had all sorts of strange people kind of come out of Fort Bultra and in need of homes, and we are all too willing to accommodate to make sure you get a job, a place, really. And the way I see it, based on your memories and who you are, we're kind of family in a way. So, however we can make ourselves available to you.
Sure, I appreciate that. I don't know if I'll stay here forever. Again, kind of trying to forge my own path, and I don't know what that is yet. But if there's any way we can work together, I know that there are still things to do, and I want to make myself useful.
Yes, so actually, and can Anwar's going to kind of gesture everyone inside the
Okay.
workshop. Actually, yeah, I had a really, we're could say we're putting a team together, and it's going to be the best of the best.
Doing this quickly, huh?
That's why ideally you want two of me there, so to really load up on. No, but we're talking about a strike mission going back to Moldra.
Going back.
Yeah. Going to be the 5 of us,
It's a solid response.
and we could really use someone who knows the fort well and has been on the inside. And every little bit of knowledge you could give us and help us with could be the difference between life and death while we're there.
If that's what we're doing, then that's what we're doing.
I know this is hard for you, and I know it's probably the last place you want to be, but
I did just escape there barely with my life, so yeah, I don't exactly want to go back. But you know what? I feel like a lot of my fear, no offense, comes from you, and I'm choosing to not be you. So I'm going to choose to be brave.
it was mean, but I understand why you said that.
You
And
might
also-
not be the only one making a return trip either way. So you'll have company.
What's going to happen to the other, just call them clones for lack of a better term?
Well, I'd like to help them too. Any suggestions?
I just don't want to. I don't want to kill them if we don't have to.
I
Because
don't think anyone here intends to do that.
I think one of them, at least, the one who was Hunter, has friends here, and I'm sure the others belong to families, have friends. They were all taken against their will. Do we know who the other people are? Do the other Furbolg and Half-Orc is?
The half-orc specifically, I remember there being a missing poster for a lady who looked strangely like Chimera from the city she was from.
So just another mom somewhere else.
I mean, maybe.
Yep, there's a missing poster for her. And then when you were traveling along the city, you passed like a big banner at a coliseum kind of thing, and there was a really big furball gladiator woman who
Yeah.
seems to fit the bill for who that was.
The only one they don't, I think, have a clone of is our
His
friend
brain.
Rain, who was also former Empire, but has been immeasurably helpful to us since then. Just
I
shows that
wonder-
anyone can turn a new leaf.
There's not a different clone in her place, right? It's just there's like one short of our party count.
At least
As far
from
as
what
we
we've
know.
seen. Yeah.
Yeah, at least from what you've seen.
Just
Yeah.
trying to remember the team.
Or Cerebro is that part.
Sure. So right now it's Cerebro, Tiefling.
Oh my god,
Rogue,
that's perfect for the self-insert
Redhead,
fanfiction.
Audra, and the whatever the other one was. Oh, and Chimera lookalike.
Rain and Cerebro are going to have like an X-Men psychic battle on the ethereal plane.
Or wait, is Rain Magneto in that case though? Because you actually have the shield and everything, right?
I do.
The helmet.
I have the helmet spell.
But like the fact that Rain is the missing element to that party, and then
Yeah,
Cerebro's like,
that's true.
I'm here though. I can do those things.
Honestly, Rain's origin's kind of comparable to Magneto too. So like, you might. I think you're the Magneto Artem.
I'll take it.
Speaking of, I love how Magneto has kind of shuffled from like villain to anti-hero to like extremist hero.
Yeah. Hey, remember
'Cause it's-
that? Remember that local politician who was like, you know, these trans folks, they're weirdos like the X-Men, and every comment was like, you know, the X-Men are the good guys, right?
Good guy. Yeah.
Like,
I thought that was a joke the first time I saw that headline.
nope.
Oh.
The misunderstanding of media by certain politicians knows no bounds. It's truly amazing. We've already reached the point where people are like not lionizing, trying to make a hero out of Ebenezer Scrooge. So we've reached a weird point. Anyway.
Wow. Magneto wasn't wrong.
Well, listen, Ember, it's understandable if you don't want to return right away, but at the very least, all the information you can give us about the inside will help us avenge what happened to you that much easier.
If you think I'm the right person to take with you, I will go with you. Like I
I mean-
said, I want to be helpful. I don't want to just sit here and be a bystander to everything else going on. I want to help forge my own destiny.
Not to downplay your possible things that you can help us with, but do you think that maybe perhaps Cerebro has programmed you in a way to be a sleeper agent if you were to go back?
I mean, if I have to play
Alright,
out all
shut up.
possibilities,
Why'd you
yes,
say that?
that's a possibility. But you can't
Perhaps-
deny that, like, how would I know? So, is it a possibility? Yes, of course it's a possibility. I have every memory of escaping without any interruption, though.
Listen, though,
But-
we've accidentally almost killed Cerebro before. So, I mean, it could happen again.
I'm more meaning I wouldn't want you to go back only to turn on us and us have to stop you. It might be safer or better even if you start life anew, away from Fort Multra.
I would understand, and I think that is as Cinder said, a non-zero chance. But I think on the off chance that you can help us and you can guide us, and you fought against his influence before, you just need a little guidance. We've all fought against Cerebro's influence before. Sometimes it's not psionics or spells. Sometimes just being the headmaster of our school, being a figure of authority our entire lives. But this is your chance to fight back, to set things right, and write your own story. We would be very grateful if you could help us.
I hate the thought that I could be still just some tool. I would hate to go the rest of my days without knowing that there could just be some trigger at any moment. So if you are willing to take the risk, I'd rather face that fear head on and go with you. So that way I would know for sure if there was a time for me to activate, that would be the time, right? So if I get through it without that, then I'll know that I'm truly free.
Better now than years from now.
But I can't make that decision for you. I can make the decision for me that I want to do this. The more that I think about it, more than ever, I want to do this. But I can't make that decision for you. Because as you've clearly pointed out, I am a potential risk. Are you willing to take that risk?
What do you say?
If you need to sidebar without me, I'll go over here. Looks like there's some nice gadgets too. I'm kind of curious what they're like. And he's gonna go over and start looking at some gadgets that your family has made that he might not have had any memory bank of.
The tooth. Sure, for sure.
I certainly wouldn't want to deny him the chance. I know if, well, I was in his position, I would want to go.
I think it's his best shot at closure. Either way. And I think any kind of guide, whether it be you, Rain, or Guillaume, or Cinder, I mean, all three. Taking you in was a risk too, Rain. But it was a risk that paid off well.
Especially the way you introduced yourself.
I agree. Perhaps if we stop by Inga's, we had already talked about perhaps going there, and she looks to Anwar for that. If I can learn how to do the mind walk, practicing and giving him some brief closure before Moltra might not be a bad idea.
Check in his mental closets, see if there are any thought skeletons.
Possibly giving him an idea of who he was before as well.
Couldn't hurt. And, as we know, it's on the line. So, we will be going that way.
Turns
do I
out
wanna
he's a
take
pacifist.
Yeah, right. This was a bad
He's
idea.
not cowardly. He's a pacifist, and he doesn't want to.
It's all groovy, man. I would never raise a fist at someone.
We need the other you.
So
Alrighty,
we
man.
take Cinder with us then.
Is the Dahlia with us, or did she go somewhere else?
She left you guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
she fucked
okay.
off. We
She's
started
like-
talking about things that were too
She's on
big. And she's
retainer.
like, I gotta go.
She's on retainer.
Yeah, she's like,
it
you
was
know
more
how
like
to you know how to contact me. Figure out your shit. I'm out of here. You guys are getting into some weird.
Once you know what you're doing, let
stuff.
me know.
Okay.
Yeah. She doesn't want to float.
That's
I don't
fair.
blame her necessarily.
Well, I just thought she was going with us to Moltra to like help heist it out or
I
something,
think
but
that was the
She's-
initial, and then we started chattering about stealing stuff from like Maz, and then like stealing stuff from Atlas, and then she was like, "Hey, that's a lot."
Well,
gotcha.
when we she seemed into stealing, like wrecking shit at Maltra. Like if we brought her in, she could like fucking turn off shield generators and steal shit. She seemed up for that. It's just like we didn't have a goal yet. We didn't know what
Yeah.
way we wanted to do.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys started going in all sorts of different directions and stuff, and she's like, I don't want to wait around while you guys talk forever. I'm gonna fucking
Yeah.
peace out. You guys tell me when you're ready to,
But
if you want something.
she'd be down. If we want to bring her to Maltra, I think she'd be down, and she might be a good asset. I don't know.
Gotcha. I mean, it's another wrench in Cerebro that he's not prepared
Absolutely. Any wrench is a good wrench.
for, especially with how much he plans ahead.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're getting pretty close to a bio break. I will leave one thing hanging before we do, which is as you guys are kind of going around doing all of your stuff. Go ahead, everybody, make a perception check for me.
I roll another goddamn 10.
I'm waiting to see it now.
Oh.
Oh,
Audra
damn!
died.
All right, well,
Suddenly, I don't need glasses.
Oh man.
And Audra does. Can I have your glasses, Cammy?
I'm so glad it's Chimera who got the nat 20 because this is perfect
Why?
thematically.
No.
Who showed up?
Chimera, as everybody's going through town and stuff, something catches your eye. Maybe because it's so personal to you that it just once you even see out of the corner of your eye, you're like, oh shit. You look over just on one of the notice boards, and you see missing child,
What?
young girl. And that's where we'll leave it for the bathroom break.
Who the fuck is missing now? God damn
who's
it.
missing now?
It's
Okay, there we go. We're back, and everything's on fire. I'm kidding. That's just Ember.
It is in the cart.
Yeah. So you look over and you see, what do you call it?
Missing person.
You see a missing persons thing, and you look over and it looks like it's for a little orc girl, about 5 years old.
Yeah, let me inspect that a little more. Let's see what information's on there.
You don't get much info on it other than like hey, if you have any information, report to here, and it's an address.
Okay. I don't suppose I would have like an inkling of who this
I would
person
also
belongs to, just
it would
based
also
on-
say it would also say like last seen on this date, and it was maybe like a week ago. So it seems
so basically
fresh
right around when we left.
around that. Anyways, particularly with your history, I think it just pops once you see that in vision. It's like, oh shit, that's a thing.
I might go check that out.
Okay. Do you go to the address of the thing?
Yeah, like I don't like you said we were passing by it and Cam just kind of spotted it on like a board as they went.
Yep.
I'd probably announce that I'm gonna cut off like, hey, I'll either catch up or I'm going to go inspect this thing. And head that way.
Does anybody want to go with her, or is this just a Chimera thing?
I'll definitely go.
Rain will definitely go. I mean, missing people in general has been a running theme. So if Cerebro is at all involved, she's like, "Fuck this."
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a time where all of us overlap, then yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys go over and you speak with an orc woman who talks about like, yeah, I was busy working my cart. I just let my kid run around. I thought it was safe. Somebody saw her talking to what seemed like an elderly woman at some point. That's all I've really got to go off of. If there's anything more you want to ask to jog my memory, please. I need help. It's been a week now, and I'm terrified that she is like gone for good. I don't know if she went off and ventured past the walls. They don't really man the walls anymore, so kids can just like come and go as they please. So part of me is like, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I don't like the Empire, but that was one thing the Empire did good, is that they freaking kept people safe from, like, if you're inside the wall, you're inside the wall.
Where's your cart located?
Oh,
Typically,
it's
on this day.
and she'll point over to nearby where your old place was.
Oh, it's just a bad place. Got it.
Do you perhaps have any things of your daughter's that we could borrow? We have some magical means of locating people, but they work much better when we are more familiar with them.
Thank you.
Sure, hold on. And she'll go into her room and bring out a little, like, stuffed bunny thing. Be like, she wouldn't leave anywhere without this. Like, she brings it around with her everywhere.
Clearly.
And this was inside, so please, if that helps at all.
Yep, definitely will, I think.
Yep.
Thank you very much. We will be sure to bring this back.
Okay.
Just now occurs to me how nice those spells would have been at the start of the campaign.
Yeah, they're like level. What is
Scry
Scry's a level 5. Yeah, there's no way.
But like, just like thinking like, oh wow, we have the means to like immediately figure this out.
I'm not gonna lie. Part of me is like, man, oh man, I really want just straight up locate creature.
And if it
But-
helps, her name's Lila.
It does.
Why
Yes,
does
very
that
much.
sound
And I
familiar?
assume that this Rain probably would have taken the wanted, or not the wanted poster, but the missing child.
Yeah.
This is a likeness of her, correct?
I think it's a pretty good one, yeah.
Awesome.
So that helps as well. So we want to go for the trifecta. Be like, do you have a hairbrush?
Listen to
Any
me.
blood or
It
stool samples. It
can't
really
hurt.
helps.
Did you keep
Not
any
as a
of
part of the ritual. That's just for my experiments. It really helps.
God
Uh,
damn it, Ryan.
any teeth?
You know. Now watch this child nat 20
Ugh.
every
I don't
time.
have any teeth, no.
I mean, if she had old clothes or like hasn't like cleaned up her bed, there's probably some hair in there.
Whatever you need. You're welcome to search the
I know
house.
I know it's very strange. I know how crazy it sounds.
No, magic. I understand
help.
magic having a piece of someone. I understand, like an old fingernail clipping or something. I understand.
Do I go look for hair?
You can go look for hair, and you can definitely find hair.
Roll for hair?
Cool. I'm just
Nah,
like,
you don't even
checking
need to
out,
roll
like,
for it. I
or
would
like
say like,
pillow or whatever.
yeah,
are gross.
you're,
Hair's everywhere.
I just wanted to say roll for hair.
yeah.
Alright. Well,
Ugh.
Richard, do you want me to do the math? Or
No, I'll do it.
Alright.
Like I swear, it's so funny, Ryan. You were like Leshe. Like as soon as it was old woman, I was like that bitch.
There's no way though, right?
I mean, we just talked about her. We're like, you haven't seen her in a while.
But I thought, I mean, I don't know where you encountered her, but I thought she was like in the way north.
Not the way north. She was up in the
No, she's in the
swamp.
swamp
She's
right
just
next
west
About
of
like a-
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
it's
super
totally
far.
fucking her. Let's go kill the bitch.
She was the,
And
she was
then,
the
like-
first arc.
Well, my first friend. Come on.
Artem's in.
I'm-
Let's go.
If I were a villain and really try to get the hero's attention, I would just start kidnapping kids.
Yeah,
'Cause that seems
It's
to be
working.
the go-to way to get us around.
which also that could be a bad, like,
A trap.
yeah, because
Uh-huh.
they know it's like, oh, these people have rescued children and other missing people.
This dumb
Hmm.
bitch goes and finds children all
Good
the
thing I've
time.
got my kid launcher. Fire at will. Got you again. Got you.
You have fuck you.
2 for 2.
Well,
All
Richard,
right.
we scry.
All right, you scry. Let me make a roll.
And what, she have like minus 12 on this or something?
A lot.
Got a nat 19, but yeah, lots of
What the fuck
negatives.
kind of kid is this? What the fuck kind of kid is this?
be found.
It's
What the
Ah,
fuck?
it's just running around. Pure chaos.
So you'll use your thing, and at first, it just fills with this murky swamp water. And at
Mother.
first, it's like, ooh, am I not able to get through this? This is actually like a pretty good roll. But then thanks to you drop the hair in, you do these things that kind of help complete the ritual, and then it all just kind of clears away, and then you see good old Leshe in her full hag form with this little girl inside a hut that's lit with a little fire, with a cauldron brewing and some other just little lamps around, barely lighting up the little hut area. And she's saying, "Very good now. Auntie's gonna teach you how to do this spell now. You're going to be a great sister." So yeah. Thanks to your scrying spell, you cut straight to the end of the mystery on that one.
Son of a bitch.
Get fucked, Benoit de Blanc.
Now it seems to me
Look,
there's
this
it
could
doesn't
be a
matter. We got
solid test drive
Now
for
you're
Cinder, though.
telling me this mirror.
Oh, yeah,
was
he's
rotten
with
fun.
us.
it. Yeah. Instead, we did the Sherlock thing where he just goes, teeth, hairbrush. Boo, she's with Leshe. Well,
This-
we
We
know
know.
exactly where your daughter is, ma'am.
No, did I-
Oh, good. Okay, so you can find her. You can bring it
Yes.
back.
That's probably all we should say right now.
Well,
Shall
know
we?
who she's with? Do we know where that is?
No, that's the only problem. But I have my feet thing, and I have a memory for geography and locations. But I doubt
And I have a wagon.
nondescriptive swamp.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the swamp.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to tell Cinder, hey, listen, we got some old business to settle with some Witch of the Woods. If you want to hang out here and kind of like, take some time off before there's anything you want to do, but you don't want to come and help with us. You don't want to help with this.
Might.
You don't want to do this.
It might be an okay way to test drive how that's all going. Or you can totally just leave it with your family.
Let's do it. Let's keep grinding out more levels, guys.
Don't bring him with us. We'll have to split
Wait.
the XP.
Let's bring him and I'm going the other way. Let's bring him and Tucker, get them some levels up. Could be more useful.
Tucker could be like the
Tucker
what is
would
it, like
die.
the farmer in Fire Emblem, where they start out like the worst, but by the end they're like amazing because they're the blank slate.
Yeah, I've definitely
It's-
played Fire Emblem. That one.
It's when you take your like level 80 Pokemon and fill the rest of the slots with level like 4s that you haven't bothered with leveling up.
Trying to level them up. Just trying to evolve them.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing exactly?
We're going
We're
back to
looking for her.
Leshe's old stomping grounds, trying to track her down.
Okay. So you guys leave town. You go out into the swamps. You fight some dick monsters.
Yeah.
Dick
as
monsters,
you do in
private
the
eye.
swamps. And I guess so. Yeah. First, you would get to. So this is the old soldier camp that she said like used to be her home, and they took over her home. That's why she was so like angry with them at first. You'll see that the whole camp area that used to be here is like completely demolished. The walls are knocked down. Everything else. There's a whole tower over here that's like completely destroyed.
But Richard, is our original tall ladder still there?
No, it's. I mean, maybe like kind of buried in dirt, maybe.
Cover it.
But it looks like a whole friggin' tornado came through it here and just completely destroyed everything. You do not see any signs of Leshe having like a hut here or anything like that, though.
I think along the way, I do want to figure out with this, is the tactic, am I going to sneak up and find a place to snipe, or am I monologuing to distract while y'all get into advantageous positions?
We gotta find her first.
Yeah,
But-
but then
Sounds like this place is abandoned.
Yep, this place looks totally abandoned.
preference.
Saw her in a hut, right?
Yep.
A large wooden hut or like a tent, teepee.
I'd say a somewhat small hut, not incredibly huge.
I think. Can we just do a sweep of the camp and look for any kind of footprints or blood or any kind of clues of who was here last?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I guess Rain can't really help with that. Unless she can use investigation for it.
I was thinking, or Sherlocking right now.
Yeah, you're investigating, surviving, and everything.
Damn, nice.
So yeah, with the really good investigation and survival that you guys are doing, you're definitely able to see like it looks like a bunch of these wooden beams were pushed over by hand. You see evidence of claw marks and stuff like that. It looks like it may have been, even just based off the size of it, Leshe in one of her forms is pretty tall. It looks quite possible that Leshe is the one that destroyed this. However, you would as you're looking around, get flashbacks to where she seemed to have her own kind of pass without trace, and you're not able to pick up on any trail. Kind of outside of a certain radius.
When we scryed on her, sorry, go ahead, Sid.
No, you're good. That's not super real. It's related, but like retcon, would I be able to have gotten Mom's name before we came out here? Just
Yeah, sure.
for the hell of it.
Yep.
Okay, that was my question. Go for it.
When we scryed on the little girl and she was inside Leshe's hut, was there a cauldron or chimney or fire or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely a fire with a cauldron. The hut probably had a stone chimney of some kind. The hut pretty much made out of wood. The wood seemed kind of damp and old, but you definitely saw like evidence of a stone chimney.
Could Anwar fly using the jet boots? A couple
Yeah, you
hundred
can-
feet in the air and scope around for a smoke anywhere around? A chimney spot?
Sure.
Fire?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. I guess it's. I don't know. Do you want perception or
I feel like this one's perception.
Yeah, because you're kind of looking around from a high vantage point.
He's not deducing, he's just looking.
I'm going to go ahead and tap on a flash of genius onto that, make it a 23.
There you go.
Okay. With a 23, let's bring you back to the full map here.
His eyes are making all the little like telescopic, lenses
Yeah.
looking around.
I can hear the whirring.
Should we want to,
Yeah.
guys? She definitely qualifies for sending now as well. Like, figure if we got all that information on her, I'd say she qualifies as familiar, and we could, if we want to reach out to her directly, it's also possible.
With your flash of genius, you're able to kind of remember parts of the map, and you see a number of kind of smoke things coming up from the area that seems to be Styx. So you feel like with your flash of genius, like, yeah, you could probably rule that out. That's probably a whole cluster of people over there. And you might see one like every once in a while. You'd see maybe like 3 different ones over towards your north a little bit. All kind of off the beaten path kind of area. Well, I guess no, some of them are on the path that leads to this old thing. But you'll probably see at least one that's off the beaten path that seems to be like up north in this direction.
Anwar will land and share what he saw with everyone.
Okay. So yeah, probably between all of them you see one that seems distinctly away from any other path.
I think it's our best lead right now.
All
Might
right.
as well.
I would definitely say that all of this, especially by the time you would get there, is definitely a full day's journey. By the time you would get to this location, this kind of more remote location, that's a full journey. Like, it's gonna be pitch black nighttime by the time you get over there. So as long as everybody's cool with that, that's where you go. Are you guys trying to stealth while you're going your way through the forest?
It might
Or
be
the
a good
swamp,
idea.
rather.
Yeah, especially once we get closer.
Okay.
I think so.
Just assuming you use the gift of Orontis, since you usually do in these sorts of situations.
I'd also probably like to look out for any kind of Leshe adjacent traps.
Yeah, and I
Because
also
she
want to
seems like
ahead.
the sort.
Okay, give me some survivals and stealths. If particularly stealth for the scout, since he's going out ahead.
I'll
That
hang
was
back
really
with
good.
Audra, make sure she's not walking into
A tree.
a ditch.
A cave. A ditch.
Okay. So that's a 23 plus 10 more.
Right.
So yeah, you're doing really good on the stealth. With the survival, you don't see any traps, but eventually you do find a fence made of bones.
Cool. Can I determine
They
the
look
source?
to be human.
Oh dear.
And scouting out a bit further, given that you have the ability to do that, you were eventually able to come across some very swampy land that indeed includes a hut and that has a chimney. It seems to match a
small
lot of the
garden.
description.
Small garden out back. I want to go harvest that garden and then do some landscaping.
Can we do
Put up a
something
new
like this in
fence.
Vale? And like we open the door and like the whole house exploded in Duel's face. Is anyone else
Hold on,
remember
what's
that?
this us thing? Duel opened the door.
I did.
Yes, and then Richard showed us the like Minesweeper DM layer afterwards with like the bomb on the door or whatever.
Oh wow, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was when we were chasing down the serial killer guy.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
do we just like run up and be like, Leshe, I've come to
I'm-
make a bargain, and like hope
Oh.
everything goes okay, or should we
cast-
just like storm the castle?
We cast Meteor down the chimney.
The kid is still in there.
We cast
It is still
Meteor
in
down the chimney.
I have
If one of
invisibility,
you all-
but
We said we'd bring back the bunny. We didn't say we'd bring back its owner.
Now,
That's true.
wait,
we
there.
didn't make any
Do we have an extra right now? Do we have the second
Cinder?
Anwar?
No,
I
Yeah,
think he
Cinder?
probably stayed in town.
we left him.
Oh, okay, so we don't have any
Lawnmower,
extras.
if you will.
Here's
If
an
I-
idea.
Okay, go.
Oh,
You go.
If y'all monologue, call Leshe out and like spin some stuff, and Anwar, you project an image of me just like playing with a knife or something behind you guys. I can creep around, try to break in, and exfiltrate the kid, and or climb on top of the roof so I can shoot her from above and drive something through her.
So, what I was going to suggest is as long as I can get line of sight on the little girl, Lila, I can vortex warp her out, as I have done a few times before. I think the number one thing should be getting her out of there as quickly and easily as possible, because based on what we saw from the past encampment, Leshe can get big. And didn't Leshe get big in your brain? Am I imagining that?
Yeah, that was
Think so,
inside of
yeah.
Hunter.
So that's something she can do. I'm trying to remember if there was like a kaiju battle we had with her, but
I mean, if somebody can see it, like, I don't know. I was trying to figure out if I can like put the echo in there to like pull the curtain back. You can vortex warp her out, and then nobody has to go inside, and then we can just get her on her way out.
I think if we can, if Miss Chimera and Hunter want to go up to the front door and try and get her to open it, then maybe if Chimera and Audra go to the front door, Hunter and I can slip in the back or around the back and try and get a vantage point through the window and vortex warp the little girl out. And then she can be out of the danger. Because if she goes big, that girl's toast.
Can we see all the windows, or would I need to do a once around to see like a layout of doors and windows? Is like one entrance, or that's not up to code?
Yeah, I would say that if you like, since you're really good at stealthing, you can kind of peek inside. There's a couple windows. You can peek inside and see some stuff.
There are a couple different. Okay. Okay. I mean, if you want Cammy and I to knock on the door and get her to talk for a while, we can do that.
And then maybe
Question: Do you peek through the windows, or are you just asking if you can?
No, I'm trying to kind of count the windows and locate them. If you could,
Okay.
like, ping them on the map or draw them.
I'd say you count 3 windows. Let me draw them out for you. 1, 2, and then you kind of go around back. There's a 3rd.
Gotcha. With the back window, I kind of want to peek in, but I want to do like a listen check first. I don't
Okay.
want to just like, what's in here?
Before you go up there,
Yeah.
I'm gonna upcast into like fortress at 5th level.
Damn, what's that do?
Advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws, and resistance to psychic damage.
Oh, my friend, my darling.
So
my
that'll be
sweet-
Hunter, Audra. Kamira already has the thing that gives her advantage against something, right? Is it intelligent or is that just resistance against the damage?
It's resistance. I think she has resistance against psychic.
And she's got
Yeah.
luck.
That's true. Okay.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'll take it then, because my charisma save is balls.
But is it like balls plus
Alrighty.
5?
No, it's it's plus 0.
Artem, I'm gonna need you to roll me a D balls, please.
All right,
That's a
I'm
D2,
gonna roll
by the way.
perception
Uh-huh.
to hear. I want to listen in to make sure the coast is clear before peeking through.
Okay.
By the way,
Um,
before he walks up there, I'm gonna give him a little tap on the shoulder. I'll give him a death ward. Let's just be just in case we do get a
Always
repeat
nice.
of Veil in the Exploding Door, which, by the way, is my favorite classic rock band, Veil in the Exploding Doors. You will not immediately die.
Okay. So Hunter with a 26. It sounds like it sounds like Leshe is singing a little lullaby.
Oh. Okay. So, not gonna pull the window for sure. I'll go ahead and return to the party and let them know. All right, back window. I hear them singing a lullaby. Hear them singing a lullaby. Sounds like that's the room.
Then I'll start making my way around there when you guys go up to the front.
All right, you want to give me a stealth, please?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and tack on the gift of Arantas. I'm still in stealth mode.
So we're just like walking up and knocking and just being like, hello.
I think so.
Wanted to say hello. How are you? Just swinging by the area.
I just want to say hello.
There you go.
Richard, I'm sorry. One quick thought. While we
Uh-huh.
were shopping, can I take 100 gold out of my inventory for a spell component?
Yeah.
I don't have to like use it in this fight. I just realized
Yep.
like, oh yeah, I should have done that while we were shopping. I was
Yeah,
just
that's
looking at what
fine.
I have. All right, thank you.
24. It seems like you're doing okay. You don't notice any.
I know this is. Could I grant advantage by giving him like the clearest path? Like, hey, less crunchy sticks through here.
He doesn't need it. I already rolled against the perception.
Alright.
All right. So he's sneaking around back, and what are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm
Guess I'm
gonna
walking
walk
door.
up to the front door.
I'm gonna make a point to step loud too.
Okay.
You're just that disrespectful kid, like slamming their feet down onto the porch, and the like stuff's
Crunch,
already rickety
crunch.
as fuck.
Crunch, crunch, stomp, 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 stomp.
Mom.
Knock, knock, knock. Hey,
Wait.
Leshe.
with that, she'll say, "Who is it?"
I think you know who it is. Some old friends. Say hi.
I think I still have her bar of soap.
I was just about to say, does she need a shower? We got the soap. A shower of pain.
What can I do you for?
Well, doing a wellness check.
I'm quite fine, thank you. Is there anything I can do for you?
Like to make a deal.
I'm listening.
You want to listen in person? Or are you not decent right now?
Sure, you can come on in.
Well, I'm enamored with this this here well over here. Prefer to talk out here.
You and who else?
All the usual suspects.
Hi.
If you must make me come out of my dwelling, then very well. And you're gonna hear some creaking, and then you're going to see the door open magically without her holding it. But when the door opens, you see that with razor sharp claws, she's holding the child with the claws right up to her neck.
Mm.
So, you want to make a deal, do you? And she starts walking around towards the what do you call it? Towards the well that you want to be around. So, what do you want?
Richard, I would like to, if I can, ready whichever is more appropriate in this situation, a hold person or a hold monster. In case she actually makes the motion. I want to try to stop that.
You would probably know enough as a cleric to know to prepare hold monster, because
Okay.
she is...
It's always prepared for me as a war
A
cleric.
hag is not a humanoid.
That's what I figured. And it's always prepared as a war cleric, so we're good there.
Really feels like it should be hold sentient, right? Feels a little shitty to make it.
Well, it's the
Nah,
step
she's a
up
monster.
from hold person, though. You know.
I mean
it should be hold
two
like,
spells. Two spells.
Well, it's
to
because
cap that
one is
net.
meant for like humanoid and one is meant for non. Is really the idea.
Yeah. That's a different discussion, I guess.
So, you wanted to make a deal.
Well, you know, we wanted to return this bar of soap, but I guess now we also want the kid.
What do you want for her?
Well, we're
What are you willing to give?
woefully unprepared.
You want a trade for somebody you stole?
For the right price, it could be
That's-
worth it.
Awfully blatant.
I got a cure for you.
Hush, hush now, she's asleep. Let's speak softly now. Wouldn't want to scare the poor thing.
Okay. I got you a cure for your affliction. Took hard work, but I found it.
What affliction?
Thing polluting your mind, making you how you are.
I'm perfectly fine with who I am. There's nothing wrong with me.
One gambit down the drain.
I just want to live in my hut peacefully, growing my family. What could you have to offer that would be better than that?
Better family member, one that knows magic. One you
I'm
don't need to train from the bottom
listening.
up. You let her go, I'm all yours, bud.
tempting
right,
as
we
it
have
may
Cinder. We don't need him anymore.
tempting as it may be, you don't have the parts.
Oh.
Unless you are so familiar in magic that you can fix that too.
A little close-minded, but okay. If you want crafters, you want casters, I know a good setup. I know a training academy. I can
I'll
get you
take a
line.
place.
Oh, now we're talking. You. I don't think I recognize you. Step forward, dear. My eyes cannot see so well these days.
Well, she'll take one step forward.
Okay. Are you willing to make this deal? Right here, right now.
I don't make deals without assurances.
If you agree to be my ally and sister, and help me find a third, and you will do no harm, and you will treat me as loving family, and we shall be allies, then I will let this one go. There's much magic I see in you.
A little hard not to make a deal not under duress in the circumstance.
Oh, well, I'm afraid maybe your heart isn't in it. Perhaps I'm better off raising someone to have the heart that I desire. For if you truly wish to be my sister, your heart will be corrupted to be like mine. But if you're willing to make this deal, one heart for another heart, then I'll make it.
Before she says anything, can she see if Anwar is like gotten into position or anything like that?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, good. She's good at those.
Anwar still has the gift of Arantis.
That's not
23
bad.
is pretty good. He got a
Yeah.
24, you got a 23. If Anwar is trying to make himself a little more visible and dropping a couple points, then I'd say that Rain can see him. Where is Anwar currently?
I think there's like a log right here.
Uh-huh.
But he's I think he's
There
got
is like a
tree.
big tree in the middle right here.
Okay,
I don't think you'd have like a super clear line of sight.
then I guess this rock right here.
Okay.
You've also had like
Um,
2 minutes.
But I think while Leshe was distracted, the target or the verbiage of the spell is you magically twist the space around a creature. So I think once, like on one of her like twirls or spins while talking,
Mhm.
Anwar would fire like a portal at his feet, and then a portal right at the feet of Leshe, and then kind of use that moment to have, because it kind of like sucks the person in that it's intended for.
Mhm.
The girl can resist it if she wants, but it's a con save, so I don't know how good her con save is. But basically, like right from beneath her, try and pull the girl out to safety and kind of get her into Anwar's arms.
I can also. I was
Interesting.
thinking like Rain can like do a little walk around if you want her to like monologue so that Leshe turns and the
Mhm.
girl's
I mean,
more
yeah, if
visible
like
to
she
Anwar.
wasn't like holding the girl, it'd be helpful. If
I have a
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
One of the
currently
four.
holding her very tight.
if
I
one
have-
of the four of you could figure that out.
okay. I might
No.
have something for that. I don't recall how her wisdom save was. I'm gonna cast suggestion,
Okay.
and I'm going to pull out my deck of cards and start shuffling. And I'm gonna say, why don't you put the girl down and we'll play a game over it? We'll gamble for her. You win, you get her. You get her and Rain. I'm sorry, you get her and our friend here. I win. All you lose is the girl.
This isn't a charm, right?
Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect.
Okay.
Would I have known that?
Don't know if you would have known that. So
She was technically my patron for a while.
was she?
When I was
Yeah.
corrupted, when I was sickly.
Oh, that's right. She was in your head.
Yeah, is that
something,
something I would have been
representing her
familiar
was.
with?
I don't think this has ever come up before, so I don't know why you would have known it.
Okay, that's fair. I will go ahead and.
Rain, do you have any fun
You-
mind
But
control?
if you want to tack on a deception or persuasion or something, but the suggestion itself won't work.
Okay, I will absolutely use a. Feel bad
I'm-
using deception because it feels more of a. I'm trying to deceive her into letting her go, so I'm going to use
Mhm.
that.
I don't have mind control, especially because charm is a thing. But
Damn.
oh,
That's twice now.
So because she has hooked you into her grasp before, you are able to be convincing that you might be willing to let your guard down. She might be able to get her hooks into you again in some
Mhm.
way. So when you say like, yeah, let her down and we can do that, and then she'll say, all right, I'm listening. What are we playing for exactly?
Oh, well, I mean, I win. We get the girl. You win. You keep the girl, and our friend here goes with you to be trained up.
And her heart will be mine.
Oh, yeah. I can mess with her brain, too, to make sure that that's the case.
And do you agree to this deal that if I win, your heart will be mine?
I do. But we get to decide on the game.
What's the game?
Ooh.
Make it something that takes at least a couple minutes.
Well, actually, I'm more thinking if she's agreeing to a game and she's letting Rain pick.
I mean, I'm shuffling a deck of cards.
Yeah, but it's coming to this anyway.
All right.
Mario Party chance
Right.
time.
Rain says, the game is you die, you lose. And she casts Psychic Lance on Leshe.
Alright.
Wait.
Oh, she was about to let her go if
Yeah,
you
no-
agreed to a game, but okay.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the game.
Does that?
She said Rain gets the pick.
Richard, can that constitute my hold monster?
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
I guess
Doesn't
I,
seem like That's exactly the.
Yeah, I guess I specified it was if Leshe made a threatening move toward
Like
the
by
girl.
all means, pull the trigger once she puts the girl down. But like I thought we were doing a thing.
It seems
I mean, I don't
seems
think
like you're
Leshe's
just
gonna
doing
put
the
the
thing
girl down.
before she drops the girl.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
the
thought we were
incapacitation
set
of
the
this spell does give us that at least.
That's true,
It
she fails
seems
it.
like you're just kind of ambushing her at this point and dropping the whole "we're doing a game" thing. If you're doing this move.
I know that Rain knows that witches have ways of making deals that are like binding. Like we
Mhm.
can't do that. Because then it's gonna enter into a thing where we can't take the girl for some reason.
We're gonna kill her either way. This is just
No,
a matter of. We would have.
I mean-
on the way here, like if we want a flashback, it's like, all right, like.
I mean,
we
this
can
is what
kill
you
her.
say you do. So this was happening. So,
Should say she could pick
So-
the game.
It's true.
She did say she could pick
Let's
the
do
game.
it, guys. Let's get Leshe. Let's tie this
I also-
together.
intelligence saving throw. Okay.
If Leshe's actually her name, she will use her resonant utterance as well.
Okay.
Might want
And-
to wait. Just do a silvery barbs though.
Well, I
What's
can
the,
make
what's
her.
the DC 17? Okay, she is going to fail this.
Right.
Oh.
Well, then she lets the girl go. She's incapacitated.
No, incapacitated means she can't take actions or reactions.
Oh, but she's still like what in rigor mortis, holding the girl, kind of.
No, she can move and take. She can move, and that's pretty much
I
it.
guess I do not have a good image of what they mean by that word then, because incapacitated in my brain is like KO'd.
I
you
know.
Yeah.
Like her brain is so muddled that she can't actually do anything but basically stumble around.
They picked
Yeah.
weird verbiage.
I mean,
Yeah.
that just means Audra or Chimera can pull Kid out of arms and
Yeah,
like drop
totally.
into portal. should a
It does
portal
mean that
appear.
she can't attack action the girl.
Yep.
True.
Okay, so yeah, she's essentially stunned in some way or another, and yeah, so she starts kind of like her eyes go up into her head, and she's hurt a whole lot by that. And I guess everybody now can do essentially a surprise round. She can't do shit right now.
Great. I'm
What's
gonna bring
everybody else
down,
doing?
I'm gonna bring down a flame strike right on her. No.
I think I'm gonna
I
go
re-
grab the kid.
I really, yeah.
You're
Someone
gonna
go grab the kid.
Yeah.
I really
Okay.
didn't want to risk like, oh, we enter into a game and then like we can't attack her during the game.
Also, we lose the game.
Yeah.
That's the other
Chevalier.
thing. She could definitely cheat at the game. I
Oh,
mean, so
please.
could Hunter.
I was hoping she would put the kid. The plan was for her to put the kid down to come over and play the game.
Well, what's done is done now. What's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grab the kid.
All right. If you're grabbing the kid, I'm gonna go in and pummel.
Okay, so Chimera, you go over and grab the kid. You successfully do that because she can't do anything back.
Um,
I,
I'm
I,
going-
The-
I
the
walk
kid-
away
the-
from her with the kid.
The kid is zonked out. Seems to be magically put to sleep.
Hmm.
Just put her near the ground.
She was singing a lullaby.
I just
so-
go.
Okay, so is this just kind of a game of passive? Like Chimera's like, I got the baby, and then you're like, chung, and then you grab you snatch the baby with the vortex.
Pretty much. It's just like
Yeah,
a real
yeah.
like woof woof.
Okay, so all that happens while Audra and Hunter are doing what?
And then we run.
We're running up to attack.
Okay,
Might as well make it a
Uh,
fight, right?
yep.
Alright. What are we doing? +1 for flanking?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, it's been a little while. Oh!
Oh,
Almost
you
saw that,
teased.
right? Okay, and for the record, that was my attack, and then my, like, War Priest second attack is what was going on.
Yeah, the 17 will hit, the
Okay.
11 won't.
Let's turn it into a hit, because I can.
Alright, yep.
So we'll make it 2 hits, which would be, do you want me to separate regular from the,
No,
I keep
it's
forgetting
all,
what it's called,
it's all,
radiant.
it's all magical, so you're
Okay.
good.
For some reason in my head, I wanted to call it platinum damage, which is not correct.
Wow. Gets money once.
All
I
right.
attack with my sack of gold.
For 19.
19 damage. All right, solid hits. Not enough to bring her down. She's a toughie, but
Bonus
still.
action, activating Roguish Smite.
Okay.
Attack with my beer. Whoop, that's not it. Don't get advantage.
Ooh.
That's sneak attack.
Those are big hits.
Let's see. Okay, 28 definitely hits. So Constitution save from her.
She might be resistant against necrotic, but still good.
What is the saves DC 15? She is able to resist this.
Okay, so she still takes the damage, I think, but doesn't take the effect. The necrotic still gets sneak attack.
Okay. Alrighty, so that's, what is that total? 21, 31, and plus another 11? Okay, so that's 40, damn, okay, yeah, really solid hit on her as you go up and stab her. She's able to resist a little bit of that, but still really solid damage there.
No,
Alright, so that was everybody's turn, and now we're gonna do a turn order.
Does the little girl get a token, or are we just how young is she? I guess we're saying like toddler.
She's 5 years old. I don't think we need to put a token on there. She's by Anwar now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's over there. She's safe at this point. I don't think.
Sydney.
I don't think Leshe's gonna get to her.
Could I get a doodle?
Yeah, you can have a doodle. How do you want the doodle?
Can I get a little doodle right here?
A little
Like
chillin'?
a little baby and like all wrapped
Aw.
up.
A little swaddle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With her
small
little
baby.
rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, it's so okay. It's gonna have to be a monster.
And remember, she's missing a few hairs because that's how we found her.
Sure. No, it's not gonna be able to be a swaddle. I'm so sorry. I apologize, but we could do this.
You mean to tell me you're not an amazing artist on this drawing program that has been created specifically for that reason?
I'm so sorry.
I've seen your photorealistic Mr. Krabs. I know what you're capable of.
Mhm.
I am still so proud of
I
that.
mean,
Mr.
some have
Krabs,
said that Roll20 is the Photoshop of web browsers. So,
Absolutely, right?
yeah.
I'll tell you what, you draw your swaddled baby and I will
There's the
draw one
baby.
as well. All right, hold on.
There's the baby. It's got a little thing.
And here's Lady E's rendition of the swaddled baby.
Oh, I can't make it smaller.
Who's got initiative still to do? Hunter,
Oh, I
Chimera, Rain.
All right, thank you for drawing a happy earthworm.
There you go. Yep. Rain's initiative is in there.
Wait
If-
though, if we put
Oh,
this
I
on
didn't
top
click
of
on
it-
her token.
Yes.
Oh my
and
god, I got a
combined.
20. Yes, our powers combine.
It makes it look even weirder.
It does.
I need that to be the thumbnail.
So you guys are tag teaming first with the Operation Save Kid, and now you're basically on the same turn order
Now I'm
for
gonna-
whatever's next.
Tag team like beating the shit out of her.
Okay.
By the way-
Hunter and Rain, I think I still need ones from you guys.
I did it. It's 16.
Oh, it's 16 point.
You know, on the
Sorry.
subject of drawing, did you guys see some guy modded layers into MS Paint?
Yes. That's
Okay.
incredible.
They look wonderful.
I mean, that's kind of amazing.
Hunter, where's yours?
Sorry, I was feeding my cats.
Oh, okay.
By the way, what we kind of want is Rain with the low roll here to maximize that incapacitation.
That's true. Damn,
yeah.
another 16.
It is to the end of her turn, but
Yeah. Let Hunter's 16 be better than yours.
I think with my dex,
oh, he definitely
Yeah.
is better.
Yep.
I'm just saying,
Um,
because Leshe doesn't get to do anything until the end of Rain's turn, so
My
the longer that
dex
takes,
is
the better.
+2.
I'm
So,
surprised mobile doesn't
Same.
give you a bonus to initiative.
oh
Or
yeah.
I mean, I'm not
Uh,
gonna complain about the bonuses. I get,
Rain,
but,
you
like,
have the exact same thing that Leshe does, so you two need to re-roll. And it actually does matter because it depends
Oh.
on if she gets another turn or not.
Yeah, yeah.
If she can make it that far, you guys are beating up on her pretty bad.
Okay, I'll do it correct this time and select my token for you. Ah, fuck. Well, actually,
Okay.
no, that's good. Because if Leshe goes before me,
Yep.
Yeah, it says the start of your next turn.
yeah. So
Are you
she
freaking
loses a turn.
serious? You guys tied again. One more time.
What?
Yeah.
Roll good or bad. I don't know.
I need to roll bad. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. There's no way.
No way. What are the odds?
Fuck off.
Someone do the math.
No.
What the fuck is happening?
One more time.
Same deck score,
Is
really?
that the mango flavor?
We both have +3 in it. I technically
No,
have.
she got a 4.
Fuck.
Oh, haven't
All
had
right.
the raspberry. Nice.
God damn
Okay.
it. Arden, why'd you roll so well?
Okay.
Right.
God.
All right. So she only loses this one turn, unfortunately. But whatever. It's good enough for me.
Yep. She might not make it to the end anyway. We'll see. So Anwar, you got the kid safely back. There's a 5-year-old orc girl resting at your feet. What do you do?
I imagine that, like, when the explosive amount of, like, the action happened and, like, the real quick, like, choreographed movements and everything, and, like, the kid comes over there, there's, like, action music playing and people are slashing, and they're, like, real quick cuts over to Anwar. It's like, hey, is this yours? I'm just gonna give this to you, and I'm gonna give the girl the little bunny. It's like, all right, you just stay right here.
She's just like, bunny, and then she just kind of continues to sleep because right now she's magically put to sleep.
I gave her tusks.
And then Anwar's gonna like turn over the rock and transform his arm into the lightning launcher. Take 2 shots. Take
Alright.
this.
All right, go ahead.
4.
It looks like a little carrot.
No, it works really well.
That's a hit.
An extra D6.
Oh,
on the
that's
first
so
one.
cute.
Put the baby to sleep, and then Anwar's like, motherfucker!
That's the cutest baby carrot Koopa I've ever seen.
It's a little baby carrot.
You zap her, and she's getting struck by lightning.
Get
I want to
that.
adopt it.
Oh, that next one though. That
Oh, this is no
one.
way.
That one's hitting Audra.
Oh no.
Don't chain lightning your friends.
Audra, that's 9 damage to you. It's
If you can't chain lightning your friends, who can you chain lightning?
You know what? That's fair.
Any bonus actions or anything, Anwar?
Your chain is my
Let me
pain.
see. I don't really have those. Nope, not unless I want to summon a flame blade, but I'm good as is.
Okay. Chimera.
I'm a whacker.
All right.
I'm a sword. Perfect. Just bonk.
The greatest
Please,
sound
Take
effect.
15 bonk damage.
We're gonna go whoop. Oh wait, that's +1 on top of that. So that's 16.
Nice.
Doesn't hit her.
Oh
What?
shit.
You know what? Yeah.
How
it
about
does.
another one?
You
I
know,
think it's an 18 maybe.
Chimera. You get.
Ooh.
Let me give you a little divinity. You can hit on that first one too.
Blessings.
All right. In that case, you definitely on the second one, so you hit twice.
Cool. 28.
Yeah, she's got a strong natural armor.
Stronger
Got
than
a-
it used to be somehow.
She got a thick skin.
Yo, she thick.
20.
Oof. That hurts her quite a lot.
Do I want to just go ahead? No. As a bonus action, I'm gonna Hunter's Marker because I totally forgot to do that beforehand. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes.
So an interesting little bit about this variant of the hag. You go through and you're hacking away, and with that, you're able to chop off one of her arms, and you see like some green blood kind of like spill out, but she's still standing. She's not fallen from that.
I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is she undead?
I mean, I've hit her with Radiant already. So, if she is...
Yeah,
we're
but
at
that's
least,
not
like-
always a thing for undead,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Chimera?
Yeah.
All right, Audra, you're up.
Alright. We're gonna get a little wild on this. First thing that's gonna happen, as a bonus action, Richard, please make me big.
Okay. Bwomp, bwomp, bwomp.
Or whatever that... I don't know if it's possible to make the Mario mushroom noise with a voice box. Anyways, imagine that. And then, on top of that, Richard, I know the angels don't actually get big with me, but I like to imagine that they're also big angels. Because I'm also going to summon my angels.
Okay.
And I think because I'm using a level... do they upgrade with a level 4? I don't know. At higher levels, the damage increases. Okay, cool. So, where's my... Sorry, I'm just going to give you the radius here. And it's going to start at the start of Leshe's turn. So, I get big, and as I get big, I like to imagine like she does the giant man thing, and then just then, like behind her, almost like her own personal army. You just see them like the angels come in, you know?
Okay.
Like from around her shoulders. So they're all buzzing around now.
Okay. Now, is it her turn that she rolls the thing?
Yes.
Okay.
When she starts in the zone and she's already there.
All right, so that's bonus action and action. And now up is Hunter.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and stab her.
Okay.
Seems like a solid thing to do. Don't have any advantage as far as...
Do that again.
Thank you, mommy.
Finally, I'm close enough.
First Anwar shocks me, then Hunter just stabs Chimera.
That's much better.
Yep. So second time with the help of some luck, definitely helps.
Oh goodness. Okay, so there's damage. Plus I have allies, so I get sneak attack.
I like to imagine it just like went right into her shoulder, and she's like, "No, no."
All right.
And then bonus action from my other hand, a shadow blade erupts from it. I just cling into a shaded area of the well or under this rock and just pull out a shadow.
Yeah, I mean you're in nighttime, so you got plenty of shadow.
Oh yeah, we got shadows everywhere. Cool. I'll pull it from my armpit. Why not? And that'll be Chekhov's shadow blade.
Alrighty.
Use that later.
Okay.
If she survives, it might be a waste of a spell slot.
Rain.
Let's go ahead and prepare for the next round a little bit. I'm gonna cast Blindness Deafness on her.
Okay.
As you
So-
should.
She needs to make a con save.
Okay.
Or be blinded, I'm gonna choose.
Beautiful.
Okay. Con.
On.
That's a 22.
Do it. Do it.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
Nice.
Silvery barbs.
We are absolutely just ganking her, and I love it.
Yep, she's getting ganked hard. Wow. Same roll.
Fucking fuck. Alright.
I think she's just
Well,
really good at resisting against necrotic. I don't know. I guess that's the flavor that the dice are telling.
Alright. Well, that's what I got.
Because Hunter's magic also tried to blind her. It looks like she just can't be blinded, even though she said her eyesight isn't very good.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, god damn it.
She's modest.
That was a lie.
Yeah. I can
Listen,
only
her
see
glasses
out.
are phenomenal.
Can only see out to 200 feet in darkness. Alrighty. It's her turn, and she's got to make what kind of save now?
It is. Excuse me. It is a.
It is a don't matter because you rolled a 2 and a 4.
All right. Well, it would
No
be
modifier is gonna save that one.
All right, it would be a wisdom save. So, all right. So, you know what? I want to imagine like the upcast just means instead of 3 angels, there's 4. That explains the extra D8, right? So 4 angels. It's just D8s, right? I don't think I add my.
It's just D8s.
Yeah, that's what I was just double checking. It's not like spiritual weapon. Okay. Boom. As the angels swoop in to deal an additional 13 radiant to her.
Oof. Ouch. Additional 13. She's really getting hurt by all this. She only has one freaking arm right now. She is going to grow
Good for her.
and stare right into your eyes, Audra.
Big lady fight. Let's do it.
And she is going to cast Eye Bite on you. I need you
that's
to make a
nasty.
wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah, I know that's a nasty one. My wisdom's +8 on this save.
I shouldn't have done silvery barbs. I could have countered spelled. Thought.
That's
It's
definitely
at
not enough.
advantage.
Oh, okay.
Intellect Fortress.
Be better, be better. There we go. 22. That should be enough. I hope.
It is, and you
Alright.
do not feel any effects from her.
Don't bite my eyes.
Whew.
Don't bite my hand.
And that seems to be the best she's got.
You know, like little animals can also cast eye bite, but it's more of a literal thing.
Anwar, you're up. It seems like she should be in way more pain than she actually is. Like with a whole freaking arm off and stuff. She's looking really hurt. She's taken tons of damage, yet she's still standing.
She's still standing. Yeah.
And once we're done this fight, we'll call it a night. Sorry for going over 10:30.
You're good.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, listen, I think we're having a good time with this one.
Well, now that she's bigger, I think that's a much easier target to hit.
Yeah.
Anwar's going to have his lightning launcher upgrade up to using his core, and I'm going to need a dex save
If you shock me
from
again.
Leshe as I
Okay.
shoot through Audra to kill Leshe.
That is going to be a fail.
What is this a Raditz fight? Is that what's happening here?
Perfect, Audra. You just
Special.
don't move.
You special
Hold him right
being,
there.
Special being cannon.
Audra, you gotta make a dex save too.
Do I really?
Oh
Am I
my
really
God.
in line for it?
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
really, you're
That's okay.
literally right in
Shooting
the middle of the
right
line for it.
through you.
Okay, I thought you were joking.
I mean, I could like move over, but I like the idea.
It's
that-
funnier. It's okay. I don't mind.
Who was it
Actually,
that got
no, I
shot when they
Oh,
were fighting
Audra.
Frieza?
They both fail.
Lenny Kravitz.
With Raditz, Artem, Piccolo had to fire
Yeah.
through Goku to.
That's right.
I'm like Audra, just Audra, move, Audra, move, Audra, move, move.
I've
Audra.
already taken my turn. I can't.
I like to think
I
Anwar's saying it
fight the damage.
after the lightning bolts.
Okay, that is 35 lightning damage to each of them, and
Oh.
she seems severely hurt by that, but not quite down.
Well, she's not the only one.
35.
Yep.
Audra, how you feeling?
I need to roll. I need to roll a con
any
on the
you-
angels.
If that's
That
any
it.
indication, that's how I treat my friends. So just surrender now.
I will say that Leshe takes a knee to that. She
All right.
looks like she's nearly dead at this
The angels stay, thanks to Warcaster.
point. Nice. Anwar, any bonus actions or movement?
I roll to apologize to.
You get a very large gauntleted finger just going back.
I'm like
Chimera,
crying.
after that, it looks like she's nearly dead. What do you do?
So the thing is, personally, I don't want her nearly dead. I want her completely dead.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the echo.
Interesting
Mhm.
take.
And I'm I'm just gonna attack her 3 times.
Okay.
No longer flanking, but I do have advantage because of pack tactics.
Yep.
Doot.
I'd consider you flanking, given that Audra's the same size as her.
We were.
Oh,
well,
okay.
I mean.
So
Okay.
that's
So you get that +1. So
26?
that's yeah, 26 definitely hits.
And then that's
24.
24.
Yep, that definitely hits too.
And then Echo does not get advantage of pack tactics.
Nope.
And is not flanking.
She's not
Still
truly
hits.
one of us.
And those had, so that's 2d8 plus 2d6 plus 12 plus. Right? Right. I think that's it because I also had her on Hunter's Mark. Yes. 39.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
So I want to let you have describe how you want to do this, but if it doesn't fit with something that needs to happen, then I'll describe what your third hit is. So how do you want to do this?
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like Chimera does like a stab through the chest, and I want it to be the Echo sword and Chimera sword meeting through the neck to behead her.
Okay.
Nice.
Is the goal.
So you go ahead and do that and behead her. And as she falls down, the head is still looking up, being like, I curse you all to hell!
I'm already cursed. Shut up.
And so with your third hit, you can destroy the head.
Yeah.
Because she was a troll variant of a green hag.
Oh.
Interesting.
That makes
Do we
sense.
need
with
to
the
set her
soap.
on fire?
What if we
The-
threw your body down
I
the well?
cast bonfire.
Before my angels leave, they fly over and they like press down Audra's hair that's like out in all directions from being shot.
And so Leshe has finally been finished off. She was a much lower CR than was balanced for a fight with you guys at this point. You
That's okay,
freaking
man.
kicked her ass so hard.
Loose
Honestly,
ends.
that felt pretty good. Audra
You
like
could
feels
have
pretty
stayed
good.
living if you just stole from a different
Yeah.
city.
Audra just
Yep.
like,
That's literally all it would have taken.
shrugs off the charge, turns around and Anwar, and she's just like, you know what? I don't even care. That was we crushed her.
And
Don't do that again, 'cause-
and just for a little bit of flavor, right before her head is like crushed in with an echo sword, she kind of looks over to Hunter laying down. She's like, "And I'll definitely be coming for you." Winks at you and like.
Have a fan.
Did we get her? It sounds like we got her.
Yeah, we got her.
Yeah, do you have the baby? You have the child?
Yep, I got her.
Before
Tight.
Audra
Awesome.
puts her sword away, she like stretches it. She like puts it up into the sky to like discharge all the lightning that's stored in it. And I'll just and then puts it back in. Oof.
I'm gonna search the house for any trinkets.
I was gonna say
Trinkets.
this may be
Guys, they were
dangerous.
cursed. They were cursed last time, guys.
You find
those
some
are what they
trinkets.
offered.
I will let you know what they are by the end of next session.
Oh.
Are they cursed? There's a good chance.
Probably.
I use
Here's-
the
here-
soap
I'll
to
drink the
patch
porridge.
myself up after the fight.
Here's something to think about, Richard,
Mm-hmm.
because it might not be cursed. Is her spell book there?
Mm.
Hmm?
That might be dangerous.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she has a spell book per se, but she might have something very similar, some kind of ritual book thing.
Right.
It's made with skin.
Oh.
I will get back to you about all of that next time. So yeah, this is definitely a day later.
I'm curious, Richard.
All right.
Which of the eye bites were you trying to hit me with?
It was gonna be the second one.
I'm afraid of her.
Panicked.
The frightened, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's why
That's
we went
always,
with the Intellect Fortress.
I always like the bit of flavor they give that though, where like the eyes go jet black
Yeah.
when they. Yeah, I always thought that was pretty cool. Well, that was a blast. You guys are doing it next week, but I'm not here, and then there's a week off, right?
No, next week I'm not here either. So next week we're not doing anything AE related. If you guys want to organize something else, go for it. I won't be able to be here.
And then there's the one without me, during which time Audra will build full plate armor for everybody. Well, for the
Yep.
3 of us that use it. And yay.
And then we're all back together.
Jackpot.
Yeah. So next time it looks like we'll be continuing down the path where you guys are going to be heading towards the Silverbeards and Flash Iron Pan, and I guess before that would be Kami House and Inger, and then the Flash Iron Pan stuff.
Great.
So we're checking in with Kamira's family next time.
Ooh.
All right.
Cool.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, that'll be next time. This was a fun one, Richard. Bye-bye, stream.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, y'all.